We shall work with Parliament and all stakeholders to complete the Constitution review process and strengthen the separation of powers. Government procurement, and as I said already, I'll run the leanest but most efficient government under the Fourth Republic by appointing not more than 60 ministers and deputy ministers. And I said already, I'll work to abolish the payment of ex gratia and cut out waste and ostentation in government. We shall work with Parliament and all stakeholders to complete the Constitution review process and strengthen the separation of powers. Government procurement is recognized as a major source of corruption and misappropriation of public funds. We will therefore, among other measures, set up an independent value for money office to scrutinize all government procurements that are above a $5 million threshold or as shall be recommended by Parliament. I will give anti-corruption state institutions unfettered space to operate. The days of the clearing agents must come to an end on January 7, 2025. I'll also set up a commission of inquiry to investigate the matter of looted and stolen state lands. And the same commission will make recommendations for resolving the vexed issue of expropriated Gardangbe lands. And to deepen our democracy, the fourth estate of the realm, the media must also be given a conducive and collaborative atmosphere to operate as the fourth power that they ought to be, without threats, harassment, and assassinations. In this regard, we shall speed up the investigation of the assassination of Ahmed Swale. And the perpetrators shall show. Our complete abandoned and ongoing projects instead of rushing to start new ones. We will carry out an inventory of all hospitals, schools, electrification, water and road projects which have stalled or been abandoned, and we will make an annual budgetary allocation for their completion. Beyond the economic front, we will also be very strong on governance, because transparent and accountable governance at all levels remains an assured fuel that fires the socio-economic transformation of successful nations. Our complete abandoned and ongoing projects instead of rushing to start new ones. We will carry out an inventory of all hospitals, schools, electrification, water and road projects which have stalled or been abandoned, and we will make an annual budgetary allocation for their completion. Beyond the economic front, we will also be very strong on governance, because transparent and accountable governance at all levels remains an assured fuel that fires the socio-economic transformation of successful nations. Our complete abandoned and ongoing projects instead of rushing to start new ones. We will carry out an inventory of all hospitals, schools, electrification, water and road projects which have stalled or been abandoned, and we will make an annual budgetary allocation for their completion. Beyond the economic front, we will also be very strong on governance, because transparent and accountable governance at all levels remains an assured fuel that fires the socio-economic transformation of successful nations. Our complete abandoned and ongoing projects instead of rushing to start new ones. And only recently, an Al Jazeera documentary accusing President Akufo-Addo and his government of organized crime in collusion with a foreigner, it also emerged that the heart surgeon had 2 years ago boldly exposed the duplicity of the MPP government in the fight against Galamsey. His report has opened a can of worms which I know this president, in his usual manner, will sweep under the carpet, just as many corruption scandals have been cleared by who is called the clearing agent. We shall pursue this matter further and make sure that justice is done. The truth is that this government cannot just wish away the reality that Ghana is not looking good on the Corruption Perception Index of Transparency International. The president no longer makes corruption a pet topic in any of his speeches because corruption has defeated him hands down. And only recently, ladies and gentlemen, our nation is still at the crossroads with crippling debts and an inefficient and wasteful government. We cannot continue this pathway. It is a betrayal of our people as a leader to keep doing things the same way when the results leave them poorer. I am committed to operating an effective government with no more than 60 ministers. These ministers, together with other appointees of the government, will not be entitled to ex gratia payments after their tenure. As I will make them commit to that undertaking even before the necessary constitutional amendments, including a review of the controversial Article 71, is carried out. Ladies and gentlemen, our nation is still at the crossroads with crippling debts and an inefficient and wasteful government. We will restore stability and inclusive growth in the economy, and we shall rejuvenate the almost collapsed banks and the financial sector. And this will involve sweeping reforms at the Bank of Ghana because the central bank itself has been a part of creating this problem. I'll create the foundation that will ensure that Ghana will never suffer such a deadly debt management program that threatens to send our elderly people holding government bonds to an early grave and wipe out the investments of the Ghanaian middle class. I'll prioritize local participation in the banking, financial, telecoms, mining, oil and gas, agriculture, manufacturing and construction sectors to generate more jobs for our youth. The Ghanaian young men and women we interact with on a daily basis and their colleagues in other African countries are simply tired of the jobless GDP figures. We will actively attract viable and serious...
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are.
Meti garafu kube punti mpunasi sokode no wakachira katabin say you what you can say Kwabena keja guma mni anko Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berema be meti gara furuku be punti mpunasi sokode. No wakanchira katabin say you what you kensen. Kwabena keja guma mne yanko.
Live on 100.5 Citizen Show. Ya mamunyina hama mwakwa ba ene ye ukwada. Yamvana se manda na meja ko ene tim ni nyina boshoda no nyina ye do munyina ase. Ene awie adomo mo ba be gina so ewo Facebook parima I will say Medasi Bebre Johnson Clifford also is here. It's on our Facebook page. Robert is here. Alexander Kwesi are joining here from Canada, Ontario. Then we have Kingsley Kojo. And so I will say, Yakwa Santiman, you know, Jumano would be fast or not be far from. Kwaku Junior, Awatema West. Thank you, Patrick Amwa Jan is here. Efo Dela is here. We have Zilix Dwayne from London, Jaga P. Rufai, my contonchir brother, our Germany. Okay, so we have called Nyadia and Akweku, and so Abu Dhabi. William Amwa is here. We have Mullah, Alaji Inusa Imoro, and so I join here our Facebook page. Baby Biano, my infantia, Emma a dom and pimpim on me YouTube page. Kwabena Bobie Ansah, Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Now we'll remove it. Me, I didn't come also from that point. Kofi Mensah Ezu, thank you. Kofi Mensah Ezu, thank you. Klena Mia is here. Kofi Jokpa, and so I join here. And I say, come on, a year Australia for more Vienna. Thank you, Alex Kofi Goho Amadeka. Zion Stone Kwame Onyame Bakwasi J Yadamu na ase and anyway okay so Benya FM Elmina Benya FM Elmina we are grateful Yamfara say Emma Dagban FM Tamale Dagban FM Tamale yada Tamale for nyina ase adwuma bebre wo Yeah, be. But quick one. Mame Kai will be under Akufo-Addo presidency. And idea we see Ghana ha and see Sudan and see our baby. I quite remember they were able to talk about the atrocities and I say excesses of 1981 and 82 coup. That Rollins in last school our you know. If free sabra no bepem say ye nyina wa santemam no mo di sa nkomo no. They tell us na Ghana Bar Association organize various forums Akufo-Addo nko kasa. They talk about human rights. Said the any say titi onipa. Said the any say Ghana niba efa ayati timi. Now going forward no under Akufo-Addo Bawumia presidency. Sadie we see and I just want you to watch it. It's in 2020. And I think we need to keep on reminding ourselves the atrocities of this government. Bonia Akufo-Addo edi wadi Ghana for my way mu asuma nkola mebi prepare binom ye twetwa binsa ye destroy nkrofo ye pra nkrofo ya bubinum a omoda dem omuntimi nsore. And let me give you a very classical example. Awia se wo eye trotro mu a obi am obi nhwe bi baby abebi bia no mo obi nhwe bi. Anyway, so the point is Saturday way I'm saying what 2020.
I'm near Safacha did the first of Abola Pia. I'm near Safacha did the first of Abola.
Put it this thing around in there.
I'm near Safacha did the first of Abola Pia. I'm near Safacha did the first of Abola.
Put it this thing around in there. Come out in shirt.
Give me one big one. Raise your hand. Hey, gentlemen. The big one.
Hey.
What, Master?
Hey,
why?
Gentlemen.
Hey. Why go bend?
Hey, go down.
I'm not Safacha Jimmy. Hey.
Otana yibo agbere.
Dabi, no ke obashi.
Asafacha engbe.
Hey. Asafacha Abola Pia.
Abola ngbe Abola Pia.
Abola Pia, Gamashi. I'm near Safacha.
Nama obo.
Ni taki
obo isi o.
Imbisi
Masa for her.
Bosu.
Hey.
I'm near Safacha did the first of Abola Pia.
Asisemo.
Numwe, mena ni wo.
Ke asinu tempo asele sane ide.
Numwe.
For her.
In boss di ni ayi taki obili. Ni ayi tumba. Ole ni ayi tumba of Kamashi.
Ole me fe no henu.
Bosu, I beg you. Bosu, I beg you. I have 2 wives, 11 children. If you kill me, they go suffer. My father died.
You be thief. Shall I cut another one if you go?
I'm near Safacha. I'm near Safacha did the first of Abola Pia. I'm near Safacha did the first of Abola.
Put it this thing around.
Yes, Uncle Kwabena na Kwaku. And interestingly, because I'm so bit to say, many a penny Kwame Sefakai. And you must say Hanapa because when Kwaku na they talk about the excesses of a year rolling school almost a year. And when they sit on Peace FM those days, they talk about it and tell us never again. It will never happen again. Where I am Akufo-Addo, me man for keke. Under Akufo-Addo, ye se nipa tai. Under Akufo-Addo administration, Ghana Bar Association ewo kruma say. Now they have stopped talking about human rights. They say nipa na tia konya so nti obiara da ne mwa. So this gentleman here, assuming crowd say watumra. This is the kind of Ghana. Yeah, this is the kind of Ghana. So obiara gine maswa. This is the kind of Ghana that we lived in. And sometimes we are abo amanfo tie a dom across the country. So sometimes you need to be measured. And the choice of words you use in Tisa ube describe Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia, that foolish boy. Ube describe womo in such a way ebeya homete. But this is what Ghanaians have gone through. They talk about excesses and rolling. And this story, me who say kwaku baako publish that. Those days, every Wednesday, kwaku baako to Peace FM or the Kwame Sefakai talking about Rollins. Every Wednesday, every Wednesday, Wednesday and is about Rollins. And then and a grand try a chain on a yini through. Every Wednesday, painting NDC, PNDC. Oh, no one say on their way, and the crab barber 2 or more quem. Monja the Unipa. Look at how Akufo-Addo Asuma boys ama yeseni patai Ghana, and this thing will be there forever. Akufo-Addo CV ho or sorry and I know somewhere in 2020 or so Krasifo group bi wo say Jamaica will be omkono no womu no bone no wo ha say man human rights. I didn't title Akufo-Addo human rights. This is what happened, and Akufo-Addo obefra konyaso yebeka intrima. This is what happened. I wonder how any MPP near or rasna na dwene da ho ebetimi dachi bi akasafa your friend say human rights issues. So I wonder ade Akufo-Addo abeye MPP party no ebeye me nwanwa say MPP ni biara daachi bi so obi tietia ne fa hodie so obi abe attack ne yere ne ma obi aba bu omo and obe complaining in opposition say na yetie mamu ni. I wonder what the institutions to say Christian Council, institutions to say a friend say Ghana Bar Association. I wonder what they are going to say. I wonder. Here we are, sad. Look, Onipanye, Ghana Bar Association. I wonder what I'm going to say. I wonder. Here we are. Look, Onipanye Association. I wonder what I'm going to say. I wonder. Here we are. Say.
I'm near Safacha did the first of Abola Pia. I'm near Safacha did the first of Abola.
Put it this here around in it. Come out in shirt.
Give me one big one. Raise your hand. Hey, gentlemen. The big one, the big one. Hey.
What? Master.
Hey.
Why?
Gentlemen.
Hey.
Why go bend?
Hey. Go down.
I'm not Safache Jimmy.
Hey.
Otana yibo agbere.
Dabi, no ke obashi.
Asafache egbe.
Hey.
Asafache Abola Pia.
Abola ngbe Abola Pia.
Abola Pia Gamashi. I'm near Safache.
Nama obo.
Ni
Who will be here?
In this here.
Massa, Bossu,
I'm near support. I did the first of all. Of Kamashi. I beg you. Bossu, I beg you. I have 2 wives, 11 children. If you kill me, they go suffer. My father died.
You be thief. Select another one if you go.
I'm near support. I'm near support. I did the first of Abola Pia. I'm near support. I did the first of Abola.
Put this thing around in there. Come out in shirt.
Give me one big one. Raise your hand. Hey, gentlemen. The big one.
Hey.
What?
Master, I
Hey,
don't understand. Why?
Gentlemen.
Why go bend?
Go down.
I'm not support. I support Jimmy.
Otana yibo agbere.
Dabi, no ke obashi.
I support Embe.
I support Abola Pia.
Abola ngbe Abola Pia.
Abola Pia, Gamashi. I'm near support.
Nama obo.
Ni taki
Who will
obi.
be here?
Imbisi
Massa,
Bossu, I'm near support. I did the first of Abola. Ni taki obili. Ni ayi tumba. Ole ni ayi tumba of Kamashi. Bossu, I beg you. Bossu, I beg you. I have 2 wives, 11 children. If you kill me, they go suffer. My father died.
You be thief. Select another one if you go.
I'm near support. I'm near support. I did the first of Abola Pia. I'm near support. I did the first of Abola.
Put this thing around in there. Come out in shirt.
Give me one big one. Raise your hand. Hey, gentlemen. The big one.
Hey.
What?
Master, I don't understand. Why?
Gentlemen.
Why go bend?
Go down.
I'm not support. I support Jimmy.
Otana yibo agbere.
Dabi, no ke obashi.
I support Embe.
I support Abola Pia.
Abola ngbe Abola Pia.
Abola Pia, Gamashi. I'm near support.
Nama obo.
Ni taki
Who will
obi.
be here?
Imbisi
Massa,
Bossu, I'm near support. I did the first of Abola. Ni taki obili. Ni ayi tumba. Ole ni ayi tumba of Kamashi. Bossu, I beg you. Bossu, I beg you. I have 2 wives, 11 children. If you kill me, they go suffer. My father died.
You be thief. Select another one if you go.
I'm near support. I'm near support. I did the first of Abola Pia. I'm near support. I did the first of Abola.
Put this thing around in there. Come out in shirt.
Give me one big one. Raise your hand. Hey, gentlemen. The big one.
Hey.
What?
Master, I don't understand. Why?
Gentlemen.
Why go bend?
Go down.
I'm not support. I support Jimmy.
Otana yibo agbere.
Dabi, no ke obashi.
I support Embe.
I support Abola Pia.
Abola ngbe Abola Pia.
Abola Pia, Gamashi. I'm near support.
Nama obo.
Ni taki
Who will
obi.
be here?
Imbisi
Massa,
Bossu, I'm near support. I did the first of Abola. Ni taki obili. Ni ayi tumba. Ole ni ayi tumba of Kamashi. I the post to be about Bontin on the
I think it's ADB, right? ADB, right? Okay. Now, very interesting. And I hope, sir, if free and near Queen at the conversations be brave, National Investment Bank, right? Okay, sorry, ADB. Into National Investment Bank. As someone Joshua say, did they ban him or what? And I make us say, Joshua, Obinima dim kumobi. And into that, me decide the way by that. So Obinim guy we abusu for mon checking my entry. Omon checking my entry. Esi around 2020. Obi catch me and Rami walk. Kumasin Obi frame say. That guy, a free side time, I'm not too sure. Mon check my entry. Yes, Remora, mon check my entry. Tinakao, thank you. Accra Central for yeah, I'm ready. Okay, so Dr. Manebuama, former communication minister under Ora John Dramani Mama. Now, me copy and write up biso. Where there may mamo some teases kakrebi. Na afei de Matiasi main job no so no makwa me kopie ne write up bi so about 7 hours ago. So you have Dr. Omane Buama here, and quickly let me just read through. Fellow Ghanaians, the government must not collapse NIB and sell it. Also, say some ton a state institutions nyina omo ton omo tiasi mu den Omoton state institutions basa. Now, okay, so inform the Bank of Ghana and the MPP government to leave the National Investment Bank alone. Hands off. The governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Addison, has been making pronouncements that are not well thought through. His similar unguided and reckless comments in the past led to a run on many of the banks. The Akufo-Addo MPP government collapsed in their first term. Per the origins of banking in theory and in history, no bank can survive. A bank run where numerous customers withdraw their money with high velocity because they think the bank may fail. But Governor Addison is back in the ring in 2023 with similar anti-savings and anti-business punches. This time, the National Investment Bank is his target. Does he seek to instigate panic withdrawals again and a total run on NIB? Is he considering the new and additional job losses and investments? Set up Bank of Ghana. Rise up and fight for your survivor NIB workers, including your trades union. Ghanaians, let's stand up and save NIB. Unquote. Okay, so Dr. Omane Buama 7 hours ago. And I think National Investment Bank worker biawo baby biano. Me twa adwuna siso say activism be asha here. You must join. Ya nye de ni sesia problem beba. And I wish Dr. Omane Buama in his subsequent write-ups be ye breakdowns no ama Ghana for so that ye benya ye picture ni ye enya Ghana ni bia na okaya de we ya obeti ase. So definitely no, but bibi koso there is something happening. Bibi air koso say omo ton ye state institutions ni nyina ma omo ton ni nyina e ma omo last week dey na ne kan wasem no mpeso omo ton no last week onsen ke ba we ye ho adwuma ene enya no bakubi ene triggers our conversation no bakubi that omo baba ton bakubi. All right, thank you Eugene, thank you so much. We are Ghana ni baby bia wo bia no me market bits and kakra we information just I mean keep it never me ho. So National Investment Bank, Dr. Omane Buama raise issues wo dia sawo baby asre on begu banks no use supporters and ignorant Ghanaians and I said na cleaning banks and na so cleaning banks e ko wi ase no menu mienu me kra de mimi ni bi da bank ho enti menu mi ni problem bia se no emrewafo ne nkokorafo no matie so omo so ene omo gina awiem me mini ne mesi bia bond na ba bia nti obia nyina awiem enti wo de tra bonten na Bobie ka ensore na nye dede na wo de jan saa ebeba no ubesu ubesu me Bobie me nsu me ni hwe da bank me no ka say me ni hwe me ni hwe ade achimia ade achi ade asamia ade asame ade asame na mekoda ade achimia nyame adom nti me de me da nyame me da nyame ye brono din okumase me da nyame me de me da nyame na de wo na wo bi eda bank wo nti ye ka nyina wo ho na amaboa amianka na wo de toto akoti na ubehu eye ulaso ewo ho. Now interestingly enamenya a friend say NDC MPP for flag bearer race no menya ho adwuma but me copy a video bi so Akwasi Nyantachi very interesting. Akwasi Nyantachi our campaign ma your friend say Canada Japan you see Akwasi Nyantachi say me and friend criminal also mo bi am friend criminal Krumha. You have 2 criminals running a campaign. When you see somebody like Canada, Japan wants to become Ghana or might say Ghana, and MPP Munkwana such character like Canada, Japan will pop up. And MPP NDC, it will never happen. NDC, it will never happen. A very reckless man. This man, to me, will be picture to a year, and yes, a beer or Raniso no studio. A year park, Lorry Park, can see, and what they projector, EBCO, and what they Nippon picture torso, telling Ghanaians, Obia, Ubuna med swallow beer kuno, Bruno. I think 2-3 days time, and then Crophobico Boni to Okuno. This man is working as a free man because the party is in power. Then going forward, manemra going forward no na akwawe abase
the best GFA president lawyer Kwesi Nyantachi Bensemano wa bro ni ababo twetwe nkomo Bensemano Cheboy Yanola the best GFA president lawyer Kwesi Nyantachi Bensemano wa bro ni ababo twetwe nkomo Bensemano Cheboy Yanola Yola Kwesi Nyantachi Kanuba woman Yoruba man ka kombondao in Yorumala Jenjena Nyantachi
Auntie, Ayana sometimes I get worried over Nkrofa or try some more political affiliation besi. Kwasi Nyantachi na me wo ay multimedia na Sempa FM. Omo yi medi foforo no. Kwasi Nyantachi se ono ana obo kabo no mu pa na me hana na adwena na nado adwene me kasete akufu ado. Nti ono ne kabo nom na madam fu kabo no obo ne pa. Se na onum se na kwala ne kabo. Enti obone pass o mumedi entro engume so na Kwasi Twum so because normally Kwasi Twum akasa dada so Kwasi Twum was aware what they were coming to do, then aftermath what they should say, then he can use it to sack me. Then going forward ada Kwasi Nyantachi atutwi ya Kwasi Nyantachi say somebody is not fair to him, then I'm like Kwasi Nyantachi, excuse my language, but you are a very foolish boy. You are just a foolish man walking around. You are telling Ghanaians and say somebody has not been fair to you. You Kwasi Nyantachi. Say obi adwuma bone ya. I see. Ti Kwasi Nyantachi ya na ya se na adwuma abono. E dey say na ni abre or the no abewura politics mu. where they breed criminals. Sema cultural. In our body politics, criminals and a survivor. And the criminals, you can find criminals in the NDC, you can find criminals in the MPP. Unfortunately for us, Akufo-Addo exhibit a high level of criminality. Yeah, you won't be that. A gang, gang of murderers, gang of thieves, gang of drug barons, and no more forming MPP. When you are trained yadwa, may exercise we are we actually ubetimase. And question Yantachi Canada, just imagine Canada Japan being the president. Now question Yantachi any chief of staff. Just imagine. Then you sit on the fence and tell me media politics. You are sitting down. I'm a nipa say, a nipa me person use description be a mom. What trauma criminals me you say? Canada Japan question Yantachi criminals me you criminals. Internationally known criminals. Julius birds of the same feathers, yes. You will sit on the fence. No more baba before my way. Just imagine Canada Japan being the president and question Yantachi enya baby nyina akra wa brabom no so onim kwaye obefa so ne ahoho aton Ghana no ma capture Ghana no ma fa Ghana forever. Today this guy ehunu say politics mu ede watiasim owoji efe ya yakaso ya MPP ni wa ma bontin so wa beka so ya MPP ni obesiu no oni political party bia was Yantachi ni terms bebre wo go and check o deny so on MPP ni da oh say time minialist to there be your cousin be or say time is the mightiest judge. Time also with time he has been exposed big time. Kwasi Yantachi with time I say Kwame Sefakai me ni political party be a neutral oh bra some of us you know what they are growing so MPP ni just say it say be MPP ni but I may fair to issues. I mean, what is it? India me party be those days. Your friends say minu your Metro TV defender Paula Domochre and that is why Paula Domochre they were able to penetrate NDC system or mu JM num system numu ewura bia and I think no money Randiabe and Randiabe I don't know whether he gave them that access. So many MPP for Randiabe no MPP for Randiabe say or say John Mahama kwa on one support to NDC bill. He has said it. India sir you know your friend say sir you know sa plan no me neutral no na Paula Domochre they enter into the NDC system. And you see NDC here ube so B2 or more just tell them anything that your masumu de that's all. And what the system no mu chuku NDC sem de ma Akufo-Addo. They were the boys doing that. Paula Domochre no they were the guys doing that job. Omnom kodim koma no makoka. Baba Ibrahim the party bia be Sefa kan num nyina wo they hear nkomo no makoka. Meanwhile they were eating from the Mahama family and they couldn't stay loyal. O come menye MPP ni that time na me buso say what are you running away from? Me I support NDC. Yes, that's it, man. Why should I run away? Running away from what? Who do I fear? Aha! Mo. Kwame we yan say amenu ni asem. Fatwa mame. Mo. Me producer ma adwuma na ye mre kra mame. why ma adwuma na ya mreha mo hwe bi media de bi to your Facebook page. Read it. This is Kwasi Nyantakyi. Date ni date be 2016. 2016. October 2016. Modern Ghana. Enye Kwasi Nyantakyi. I don't belong to any political party. Kwasi Nyantakyi replies Sports Minister Neil Ante van der Poel. Enye. That is how I must stay in this system. Let's go out there and tell NDC, yeah. Look, I'll prefer to deal with Obia, a media practitioner, or a professional beer, or no, or say, oh, me pe MPP. I'll prefer to deal with him than somebody who will tell me that me a neutral, Kroma neutral niha, Ghana, Obia nwa was so neutral. Nobody, anybody, yeah, Ubesia no be catch us say I don't belong to any political party. It's a thief, a criminal. That is why how the businessmen no move Ghana no. Me some businessmen them support to be in the MPP ba no move wia, ma me no munko wia. NDC ba no move wia, ma me no munko wia. Criticizing the system, no. Can I get my share? Yes. Anya ma meso ben kopa me share na meso me nyeskani minto to TV stations minto to radio stations men to top media personnel menye say ma men kopa me de ada Ghana no me na me be ye ni ye. They sit down in the night normal at to champagne so no mo dis ankomo no na Ghana no me na me be ye ni ye. Now they don't care about what happens to the next generation. And they don't care. So this is the situation. Now Kwasi Nyantakyi is telling us, or no. After this, so Kwasi Nyantakyi. Oh. I can't remember FM. I kept on telling them, you can never say so your party be a member. Journalism. Look, as I'm not down, Sanya Kano, Yan Kano Bibia. Today, this is a Kwasi Nyantakyi campaigning, wearing MPP colors, going around saying, say, Ghana for MPP for with MPP supporters they can do it. They can give Canada Japan. Yeah. MPP supporters, MPP supporters and said the name Ansah. I'm telling you. I said the name Ansah. It's only in MPP and Abenyo Bitisa Koto every year. Ama Koto every year catch so no compare flag bearer. On what basis? Also, person or quack privy because of person a flag bearer for the MP president for MPP is a flag bearer for the MPP, whatever. And nipa we are not gonna woo on Teshia Kokra a MPP mu. Time anyam one was say, on bet me at Twaba, Ediamak Canada Japan, anyam one da. Anyam one da. That. But that is Kwasi Nyantakyi for you. Okay, so I have to say tidbits no. You don't cry a man for that. Now, me dealing with Niema 2. Cecilia Dapa issue is pending. Then we have Gabi and Boache Jaku issue pending. Now, me kwa ye adwuma bi wa Ashanti region. Eniyama ekoso e wa Ashanti region. Me show mu niyama ni bi. Ama be ya nwanwa. Me say ayi your friend say National Investment Bank story no. Amount from form adwene mra ho yi. Me sra o mo pa. Amount from form adwene mra ho bi. It's very important for me. And Master Dr. Manibuama baby obiano. Ne subsequent write-ups no. After one breaking your down MIA. I wish say Obefano as the project. Stay on it. Let Ghanaians know exactly what is happening. Omo gu banks and omo hold this car with them. Yeah. Omo gu banks and omo hold this car and one pass it. Daniel Yimse Kama will judge all of them. Yes. One issue of question Yantachi and Pemasem da and it says FM issue be GFA ni President Mills no clash here and I'm kokaso ye MPP ni intiada omutimi ni kwesitum transe plan how to get me out no and na ya niji sema no auto party and I mean you have a criminal tag on you are a criminal. Me, I don't have any criminal charge on me. You were pushed out of GFA as a criminal. And this criminal boy, Kwesi Nyantachi, wakonya ninuya medra. Ninuya wudini iti se Canada Japan. Canada Japan ne kwa mi osu Ansah. Raw boys bi ho achimota na nadaf kwa mi osu Ansah de okoto air condition 13 no no owo ayibi ewo achimota the rooftop no more restaurant was here omuche boys for adwuma omo say boys na fa aduane o sade Canada Japan kwa mi osu Ansah raw mo ho ebo wo mo ma naked bo wo mo ma ewo achimota awia me sata na mete eye friends say Namete Kingsby. Now, one says, is it possible for Dr. Manuboma to do some exhibits with his information out there, such as like what Same Okujetu has done on the Reverend Minister? Okay, so I just wish Dr. Manuboma and Juliet Belinda or Bruce says every day something is happening under this government. Yes, Maria Adams is Commander. One no size. God bless all those working in Accra FM and the good work you are doing for Mother Ghana. Thank you so much. Daniel Yimi is here. Okay, so now enti yebedi disan komono. But enam wo table no so enam wo ha. But we are Ghana niya and komono ameni wudine is so simple. I want to tell you something. I want to tell you, sir, you're a critical situation. You're a critical situation. And that critical situation is no attention. That if we don't pay attention, Nasi Engineer firm, I'm telling you, Ghana be boa for a council. And Mama Menka Saudi Ansah Makomi Mene, Aibi. Asase a brew esase but per me checks. I think that we need to be careful. Now criminals and Ghana himfo take ye politics no hostage. Listen to me. Now Ghana criminals and ye ahimfo fa on my way among yourself no mum hostage. Please, Monshanenson. Me no be this uncle Moe, me producer betra to amame. Criminals are taking over. And it's not possible, sir, those criminals can only be found in the MPP. Ebu NDC criminals. And now they are forming alliances. Into share NDC near the young pa one in your business ever MPP mu for a reason. We share MPP near the young pa one in what a year business in our NDC mu for a reason. And that is very dangerous. That is why punishing some people has become very difficult. Dangerous. Makasa same way. For me, politics is not a game. I don't believe it. Mema mekura menu mo game. No. Mema mekura menu a mo game. With Amayosem, ye mo game. No way. Adia bi a wudi intro mo a na wo fa ne say a game. Politics and yakama na to even grassroots asum enti na grassroots for also ehunu say me kodru polling station na say obi breme 2000 Ghana cedis a meje efri say omo mo soro no a game for them na me am wo form e come dem na menye dan e dangerous ade because e very very dangerous. MPP NDC leadership and pegi womo you need to purge themselves and let people understand say politics any game me who the entire say me no be book game to the detriment of the country and the future of my kids. Why? Because game na ni pa na ebo no amu wia o man no say sika no ubehu agyawa ma o ma dane abodamfo no sika no ahye mi wa ka ma o mu di sika no siesie o man no anka da ho ma ye nyina na ye nchirima. One businessman no abie companies e mako 500 companies 500 50 our Ministry of Finance, 50 our Ministry of Health, 50 our Ministry of Sanitation, 50 Ministry of Sports, 50 our 100 wa 200 wa enti ni nyina contract bar or ni nyina akọ eye bedino tender bar or ni nyina akọ bedin enti otua say 50 companies no otua ho miensa ho bribe dey ato dey ya ba ko be fa ken nipa ba ko fo wa register companies mako 500 ene se ni motuom oye bibia bi and the Ghana businessman ofani jina wa oye bibia bi krono ne nkwase asemunti oye bibia bi ade bia ube nkura no ton krikri o krikri company o wa betie company e bancha yesie company or ade company or what company say manya tantantan ebi okro mu ntua tax they don't pay tax omene nkrofo wa alliance last week me kwa mampon obi de MPP from penny for ba ko de ba ko tax be kire me for the past 3 years I say won tua tax da or the 4 million Ghana cedis and over. Nkrofo ba no atua bia ma no wo twen me ena me ka kire ne say we wo twen say NDC beba NDC ba no ahwe nipa o mo ne be ko finance ministry ni ade in the 4 million Ghana cedis which is 40 billion o kwa be ma jimu 1 million you dey 1 million fato ho na dey fedi di na 3 no ye be hwe de ye be ye eno ano no enti o mo ba abamu sa no a businessmen no suma nkrofo e dey skasha envelope mu ko mo na omo video wo mo na o ma record wo mo na da ho so you can't touch him. Oh you baller or you say you can't touch him unya yi ano no abepra ho nyina. They do things for the politicians oh ya mo de o ma me ewu papa ewu ya be sika no pi be 100 and you me the dem. Oh, ye nipa pani o. Ye de noa na wo ho. Ye de African politics. And we are breeding criminals. Thieves. Highness. And almost say o man no. Omu wi no ma begina bontin bebusa say why na say no. When you don't take care you are forced to insult them. Now him for also do omu ajim determine who becomes a minister. Party we near na nkrofo kwa hemfo wo mu ni krom so ofri buna okọ ofri asante a okọ otufo ofri voter region okọ we ho ofri ya okọ so ye nkrani okọ gama nche ho unka bi mame unye sei mame enti ohene no kro no ono fra president no ofio sa wo de ne ka to education ministry na to no na de okotra ho sika na omde kwase kosi school dai no fabra ni wa fa mana ni a mana himfie ena o president so ya president for no betra so o magimi awu ntino o kokrom ho a se ne rep anase ne minister ntimi ani nanim anko eya ohene ho a kire se minister no munyedu enti ene sa dia minister so be wia bi no awia bi akomo ohene no nti da bia sa pickups ani nwai ene ye frɛ say ensa ewura Ghana ahemfie nie da bia maka kyerɛ mo Ghana sika yire nyinaa ewa kristofo efie ewo nkramofo efie ena ahemfie ewo churches Ghana sika yire nyinaa wo churches ena ebi ewo ye frɛ say the palace ya ahemfie no ya atwa ye ho asia no from Dagban to Otumfuo fie to to Yana to Togba Fede to Gamanche why it's with them. Nobody is telling them, but they know it's with them. Obunim sa kwalawe on my politics when you jumada and so to be told on cruiser within 1 year. Now they are bra hine. Eh minana fasina for brand near one pay mam. Nana majensa almost a VM. Akubri some majensa VM. Yasa ntu awon sani wiam mona na akwa akon de ade pa ba fi okwa akon wo hejimi okwa akon no okwa no wo Bank of Ghana ho ne etusa ofui ya hemfo no they are becoming a problem for us. Say yankasa ntemo they are becoming a problem for us. And on this note I'll end it here. Me say ho ya me say da amia di ho komo maybe when you awie no ube ho de kura esi wo krom a that anya the ordinary boys na nam krom an na sai krom no boys na dey didi o matam keke boys no anya o mo they are hungry ni aton san ni de ko yawo agba fa abanu agba sisi fe afefe o se fe yawo na twa manyaba omuni baby ani pra confess can free tama no den ya che voter region yesu jigbadi kata ma oso gbelisa akpada mi sa ororio kawe je yore gare ya gaje gang omuni baby askari free tamrod na ni akire ayi Infantimem Central Region on fan chance no nyina nkoma asantefon na sadin ni de on fan tra amanzefo ni egunsa tam ya no de ni akire no abore ya nkaba musase se nipa wati gotoya okoye MPO okoye minister only even 3 years oko kaso man no mu empanifo no agimi chen kwala yaso didi o matem but it's a fact. Now they determine who becomes the president, who becomes what. Maintain na me pay Rollins no abo. O boy for no sa no abo bow. Twitwa ni so mo ni so abru no akopa bi atena. We just need somebody who discipline the chiefs one day. One day come crofo gina good dem Ghana boy for no. Larry, and yes, say your chiefs now also part. They are our problem. They are our problem. From Nairi to Dagban to Otumfuo to Bro, to Togba Fede to Gamanche to Central Region to talk. With a bobo. Ayomu nyina. Boni omu di boni with power, traditional power, and I'm forming alliance with political powers. No mu di boni, no mu dia boni. We need a radical leader. So ma buomo pa one day. Omu dia boni. Uko tie political issues ahemfo. Bidio amano tutumu ana ora ho. Udi hene fiaso di wo hene fiaso na trans di wo hene no mo sesase obeka cha say I evidence way o meka no obedwam no obi ate o enso na yesa ono nka no ante ase a o president and answer flag bearer e ba okromu a ni aka kire o say president sa abrante we efri so de ne ye minister said de no omuye enti say o ba no ka ho de ne emewura ma hemfia ahemfia ni nya o de eyoman no dia on kwa brochire enkonko hu bi da omo nyina so kwa brochire o kwa eyi kenya wote so UK omo keka o ma adwene kire ne papa oya igbenia untimi nkasantia anlo anase togba fede oya santenia otumfo ya ade a untimi criticize oya seya oya nkrania gamanche ya ade a untimi nkan wasem oya chese look the system is just rotten then they organize various your friend say programs then they are telling us about good governance. What do you know about good governance? What do you know about good governance? The people are stealing, and they are stealing it for you, and you are coming to talk about good governance to me. They turn around and come and complain about dirty water. They turn around and they come and complain about lack of roads. Meanwhile, you are telling Cruiser, bro. You know it. You take decisions with politicians. Ask why. Interventions from chiefs, traditional leaders. Obi pe minister dia ni aka chen ko hu ohina sumasi. To akobobo sia free bank no to ne ma no de ko. Nana se wutimi ye we mame a memfu ase dani wadaroma. Na wafre me nana wo bon ho moden se na miura ka ode ne hye baabi mame a oso no de enka eye trade ministry pa no pe ohine ne nim eye certificate kura nipa no onim se nipa no ewo the ability onim se nipa no owo the capacity to do it onim no afre president tinka ode me nana ne hye baabi maame a na obusa nana ne se opehe me nana ne de wo se I say enka trade ministry pa no ne de enka wono no aben ye de na hye no asha se edim kwasi asem be dim kwasi asem sa odim kwasi asem anu adwane kwa ahemfie ho we de me nana ne se we de aye bone ba kope intiska obewi anu okwa wa chemu obupa mienu no de ko. We have a problem. We have a serious problem at hand as a country, and we are not talking about it because everyone is afraid for victimization. Me Bobie Ansah, I don't care. I don't care. We don't want to talk about it. Yes, that is the issue. I am sad. Abaye norm. Both MPP, NDC, abaye norm. Abaye norm. Trust me. Unless one day we rise up as a country against our traditional authorities and tell them that, look, instead of them joining hands with us to check criminals, our politics, they have formed alliance with the criminals and na MP asumesi ko to gba fede wanti asmo ka fa no ho de se MP asumesi ekọ gamanche o so obo na baso pa oye adwuma miwa kohwe constituency awreho ni abona baso ni ade ewura bi agu ni kom hye na on say swam MP ya no sompa hene memi ye asantini sompa mini no obi a wasom yie o say chairman sabonsu wasom ni constituency yie ya ma no sompa hene woni wan ko busa obada busa otumfo say dan na ma no sompa hene. You have no right. You don't come near Otumfo to ask him that question. And you were no chairman sabonsu fucking man we ni trimuno. A stupid man, useless man, sano. E wo no ni trimuno okoda Otumfo kra jeviatu. Enti se wote so am na so be kasa ba de achia on fa ho. You see where the problem is coming from? And you see why they are not ready to repent. And you see why they keep on stealing us each and every day. They don't even care anymore. They steal us with impunity. They do that because they have the backings of the traditional leaders who have become criminals. They are criminals. They have become night businessmen. That is why MPP left, right, center, because they know they have a backing. That backing will go to Mahama and tell Mahama where they jane mame. Napo say, Napo nim say, be beyond me, you know. Yes. In this Napo should be the first casualty. But that is the system we are building, and so we are building criminals. And it's sad. Sometimes I sleep, I wake up, and I ask myself, after me, what will be his fate? All right, so my main quick one. But there's this interesting story. Is it a story? There's this interesting euphoria, every Ashanti region nearby, which is welcoming. Say ya sembonena omokaya enka minioka se enka mekranka man for the Ashanti send me Bobie she okromu for no tie de omoka. But I want you to listen to this. You got your tune for na hene. Emma hene. Me pa cho muntie sa de we me bo we. Just listen to it carefully.
Santi so. En
professor so mutie
so Bobia fu bia frani me ya santi ni me twifo.
Abako o de don. Me pese okay, the entire me ya adwuma we ni. The issue about na santifo hu de ekoso na santifo ani mieye ena omo hunu de ekoso ena de esi nyina no omo support okufo no me pese me bi ade bi hu kiro na me chewa de crazy wa Ashanti region. I was there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and come on koso papa. People are talking. Some of us they say you see Ashanti region baby na first pa no ye ko ano mo didi atem no. Now people just rush to us like, yeah, Bobie, yeah, Lusoa, ha. Yes, people are waking up. I'm out for a knee, be almost sorry. And I know my name but could be codim como. The D Casa will nip more year no say Kwabena, young radam namen castle chro. You radam was Kwabena, who could drunk kaya. Catch NDC for say. Yaji wo motum omunya kokoduro mra. Omunya kokoduro no omumra. Ni animadwuma wo mo aye. Mi jona mani atata. You see, my cousin way that let's keep on working. I'm looking for a day when that day the NDC can vote MPP and Ashanti region will vote NDC. Ebema politicians are sitting up. They will sit up. I can't belong to a group simply because me are Santini. I'm not a zombie. I'm not dumb. I reason. I think. No. But you got to ahine ahine mahine. You got to in a quick one.
Santi, sorry. Yet Bobia phobia for any me Santi any me form. Media makama din second time. Say be biela beba sentiment mo aye ubakaza tia Santi hene de. Me tia beka bi atsero. Say boss betu no akwam no bako. Swat. Na nyefa esi ebu Asante. Bo Asante nya de ketwa. Santi so. Politicians no. Aha, ana vote wo. NDC ba ye. Santi bia me di vice da. Santi nya kokoso ayi PB obi former president. Ya elected so me di NDC. Situation pass ohu nyame hira. Na kwambe beda ho. Says obetu ayi vice president for Frodia. Aka misusu ho so yi Santini. Esa so yi Santini a se de tie biala Asante so se ti joda. Ho ana tafre. Ana tu obeyi Santini so dia. Aka misusu ko onye me nu akwa. Opon akwasi foso. Opon foso bi bra wa bra DC. Odi DC boss. One friend DC boss. Ofiri boss. No basi ko tepa. And that tepa se atepa se kumasi. Adinta, ise papa odi ku onta. O Edmond government minister. Mo ko gore. It is a baby so upon for you. The friend brother Kufado. Brother Kufado dear, abato. Nayama some drum for ma mebuya. A drum for ma or Bramebuya. Mamma do I you a Santia de Bahama Brother Kufado. The friend brother Kufado. Brother Kufado dear, abato. Nayama some drum for ma mebuya. A drum for ma or Bramebuya. Mamma do I you a Santia de Bahama papa. Papa, Kumasi. Now I tell you, that's common. Muta Kayaho. No, I'm saying a bicycle. I don't know the group or the cover. Asantiano, eh? Near Sia. It's Wayedi, Media, the Mestre, Mestre Miramahama. You so di and before kofa Yesu Kristo kraba obunya come not to pay kofa Yesu Kristo we already ade na say esa se kramo ade padi na mope any baby. Now, I scare a cababy. Hey, who hit you? The slam. Na media me kama Santimati. Some slow. Media me sati hene. Me sati hene dear. The slam. Oko baby a fata. Oko baby a Okasanti Kagana. Oko baby a Okasanti Kagana. No me really nasi no more sem eja. No more sem who. No more sem atomic bomb. To me the Santi hene dear. President Akufo-Addo.
Antimemu dia mama ayebi. Ya kan wa ha on several occasions. Ya ka. MPP for no enim say Ashanti region. Hwe eye me yasa sesia na saade we besi mitrim ka me de kire mu. Woni se baabi a Akufo-Addo ekosi edan ema me maame eye ne first wife no ofiri mampon ofiri ekrom no. Nti efan say me maame baabi ekosi eye library ne niema kakra wonim that place wonim adekwa na ho eye PNDC time ena Rollins ne yire esi eye community center adema mampoman PNDC time ena omu see community center ena omu side training eye skill center eka ho ya yo mo chenkrofo Ansah no nyuma na nakura do adwuma Rollins onani kunu ne be yes ade no saa dan no a PNDC NDCC no na Akufo-Addo abuagu se me ka saa ade no oko kate sword na ne ba no national anthem no wan fi no se me ka ho history akere mu a ubeka wi am obi akase unua ba anya ade ene ye wo ya jankuma ye menua ba enti I won't go there, I will just leave it. Me ko mampon me ko fa ho boys ne de me ko kire ye MPP fo ade me ko je se Bobie hwade akwa ne be ye wo krom ha adaya ye say omu busa ye say de na mampon kro no pe. Can you imagine a government only priority for the crofo? Eni bi na omakola nko tra Peace FM so on de oba na so pe 50 cedis or the be mawo. So also mpe development up 50 cedis or the be mawo. Na ka sa na omo ye Germany, London, any ade a okoye no. Mu di wa kwani aba mutimi ko disco ewo London Friday na mo aba Saturday anwumre Sunday we are na mo ye press conference. Jubilee House for Angola na South America no. Enkola mu nya adwuma da. Wonya adwuma te se de memani abre me hu eya se wa ye adwuma kura na ne salary ma em wo ko ho ntokwa da. Onya bi da. Da woni wiase. Ene se nipa no timi ekọ a club, night club e wo London. Okọ Friday anwumre. Esa no pa. Mementralu premuda. Timinim mementralu premuda. Ti minim hours dodo ha odi bedru ho mi ankasa nsenye se me no obi ndi nkomo na edin London beba mu a it's not part of my language. Me no mi musa ena odi hours dodo se because me nko ya hwe me nko ya hwe enya se me akasa hokọ no nye o eye but en crosso madwene from many despite num ya adwuma nyina kwase twum kura no odeme kwa America ba pe no no obre papa obre pa because passport no kura no obusa me no me de be almost be 2 months na hwe passport no kwadwo pra ko me producer osimi kon so saa na me kwadwo se me kwa magana atu agya me na me eden me kodura me dada mintimi na ni bi kodura na mse ne fam brantem esa jiga de mambos esa ti fam brantem. The point ne say they travel, they see things. Wotie eya ahine mahina ɔse John Mahama yebi wa yebi Ashanti region they know they are waking up. Message say kwa Asante Mampong kotie nkomo mrante no no muhia they tell you da bia me kwa me no muhia I talk to them nyame amon say Asantini simply because MPP existing also existing. No, MPP will go, MPP will come, you still exist. Winchirima will come. Better than because now Winchirima baba na MPP na gu asia ye party fufuro bi. Say we are Santini na MPP say omo enya de papa. Don't use tribe. Afan katawani. And trust me, this time around, and this will do 31%. 31% in Ashanti region. And this cross 29 almost winning elections in Ghana. They crossed 29% in Ashanti region, Kwabena. And from what I am hearing, Ashantis, Yabema NDC 31%. Come rain, not shine. We will do it. Posterity will come and meet that history. We will do it. You bet people say yes. Bibi we are say. We will show them where power. We will show them. A best shocking woman. We will show them. We will show them. 2020. Mede ayi mekia ayi sportage agozono. Mini list owanum yakwa na asai ni esi from ni aye ni ato aso. Look. Edu next year na esi fa from kura koye kuromu a koye de esi ya. We will walk, we will go. We will walk. Yaba nante barefoot akọ. Ni akwa kasem bi a kire wo mo. NDC clock 31%. Madness. Allah. What destroy Ashanti region? What destroy Krono? And people destroy Krono. Yeah. I am a last and your video, bro. Uni mama kaso amo ya so run about no. Uni ma de amo ye. Hey, contractors aba ya say kantan of the koje ho. Oh, sa barbed wires, you know. So the only change about Honan say, or say no the chance that no be the board dance na a roofing seat no. And no more there aja and no more here no, and no more de barbed wire fair average home to almost beautify runabout no. That's all. Me say, Obi a wo team Ghana ha, minim say dom 8 years citizen show. Opa frɛ wo bushani wo kubase afrɛ na me no me free mampon nam tafo me nko na me drive na me pentem entimi antwa me so opa frɛ ubushani se ontwa so be run about no enfan sende o eyen kantan hey contractors na ba awurade na be ye omo de babo ya kwaje hu no mo agya ho no mo kɔ udu buankra eno me ni list edu buankra na list wesi wo Kwabena yengo tie eye amakom hine Ashanti region eye vice chairman Jabari no mo ko amakom hine wo muntie wo no so ne kasa. We are talking about development. Me say and this year developing Ashanti region maybe a biana CPP in Chroma type, but under the Fourth Republic, Masa, Mummy and Kana crew. Hey,
Zero. I was say your son.
Okay, Okatachie. Your friend say, Kwasinsia, Adom FM, Poladomotre, Ufregeso, Poladomotre Fregeso. Your friend say, Tikasie, Frasantimampon. Oh, Akwasinsia Frasantimampon, Tikasie Frasantimampon, Casti, Ampofaje Frasantimampon, Musbi Frasantimampon. Adakabre free Egeso. Ana me bo adakabre. Ana Poladomotre su free Egeso. Sasa kyerefo no nya wo menye. On se ye nyina afiri sa enclave no mu. Kwasa che be de pop. Aha, we okatache su free agoda se kyere. Wo mo maka no na mesrama bi ana me wura afia me mo obidi mo nkyerɛ me. Me say Asante for boys no more media mu pa yenya debate omo so support MPP no omo nya board nyi omo anim na yefa board kese ensi Accra Sports Stadium mayai yenya ya wo yai within a certain period from Kwabena Nkrumah the father omo mefa somebody nsuo ne nyina ya nkyerɛ from Rollins time adia NDC aye Ashanti region no mo so nkyerɛ the MPP aye Ashanti region they should tell us omo pa yɛmfa Rollins de nto nkyɛn yɛmfa NDC males Mahama 8 years your friend say Akufo-Addo nje say 8 do watwa wie bibi fufuro bi ameka ho omo pa yɛmfa nsuo nye mathematics give and take roads health sector fun one by one water project sanitation koko hwe kumase time ball aso upe nipa dina bedi km as sampai me na we dey ba Hello FM sampai condemn akaso om de me kwako to D5 Sampai condemn. But Akufo-Addo person will say Kumasinti. Then again it comes back to politics of engineering. Now him for free frantuma. Now can say senya semwa Kumasi Kro Sampai. Kumasi Kro we Sampai. Kumasi Kro we Abra Sampai me sem yesi wa me deputy kura me fa Sampai. Kumasi Sports Stadium board na tu ena obi ka no ya free me free na chese enia ma tan but yen go tie ohene no yen go tie amakom hene pacho muntie ni ye pa ama me
Zio Afo se ya santimemu ye twa eni hwe bonkum ni nifa a toduo na wan na ya mai President Kufuor ni fie pa ni a Bafo ni na President Kufuor ni na ani ya wo no atoye Bafo si na kumam o MPP ni
so nie me koso e wo ko na me ka se me dan ni da na wa mu she e beto ko ta ni ma wa se ti na ma do wa mu na ya na asa
Bafo si so hwe bonkum ehwe nifa enie ma akoso wa santima mu wan na ye o man panyi ben na aye sa ni ma ni nyina ma ye Party Ben aye. I was saying Kunta. A very quiet day anyway. Party Ben aye. Zio. Party Ben aye. Rocky Park. I was saying Rocky Park one aye. Zio. airport zio afosi dwakesie nu de ekosu na party ben zio afosi airport party ben zio
make a change in Ansah
zio
yema kuro ebekoso
zio
na otu
zio afosi otu aba Bini obi a oba be ya santimen yi zio
enese edi obi aji
zio afosi ndese ya wo atu munti awa na beto aba ko no akata wani to aprim tutu ama okuru zio
asem no America ni tell me say me boa one say ohina hwe papa pemu akokora o ono nko ba bia hwe ne makro bobo so ye ne just under John Mahama Mills de mai Rollins de mai ka Ratri Park mo aka kajetia no aba bo akro boy a madwene maso utisi outside Kumasia so ura kumawu ura mampon me kwa Asante Mampon hospital abubu agu condemn and anu me kodru ya chirimfaso hene ofa me no Kwabena ya ne krobo na bosie chirimfaso fo ya ne krobo afrifa ye krom afrifa fa ye fi anim nana wako baabi a oda akufo do betra krobo afi kwana kwhwe krobo kwai me kwai na na chirimfaso hene omo de me fa kwai no so saa omo Kwabena so ahu dia ti ho ha na mo se nana na mo to aba ne sei no so Kwabena sei ye di wachi dia wo ka kire ye no wo na ati krom Messi problem MPP benya no Asante region won omu bi da ne besi na esi a enane ebe gina ho because adia ye be kekira hye from 2024 e wa Asante region no wo mu ntimi nane ne da ayaka e ka bam forever and ever, and this will keep on growing in Asante region. E be soke wo mo no mo first counter o mo first camudam ye be kire wo mo say yes. Se anko mo ka boni anka man for the ye tapes na send me o we do obi aye din obi be ka kire wo say Asante for the sugina ba bi o mo gina wo boa Jakalolo me mama nchira wade bi hwe last Saturday ekuro bi wo bekwa ye frɛ no Subima Forest ena hia ya forest na after the enye China fo Vietnamese oya fa omo pictures ni guan na me wi ama kire de omo aye kuro no na omo chi omo Saturday omo chi omo no omo se abrante bi ye frɛ no Shark ono na de wo mbegu uru anumu omo ko bu sa Shark na ase no Shark no so se wo ye adwuma Emma Lord Coming yes bakwai in the Asante Mai Castle Jomama Samra Meji wo they know what they are talking about. Metro de omaye bekwai kru no. Se ufri bekwai ufri Subima ufri hia ya ubeti de make omu wi anoma ba beka che ye kutia galamse me se so as me kan se nkrofo we wudu o machi a da bia no ebe mo ya se e bia wonye anase wansu ahwe amfiri wawofo ho wanhwe yi a asema be ka kire kufadu ne nkrofo no na wokase sabe lo komin krani no afiri adu asante region na wankasa yie intimi miema no nkasa okane saa no wankasa yie efrise Ghana ne ye nyina adia wadru ho now yeah get me the pictures the first one kura ID sa line 4 sa line no fa ayo ansa ne ya be kire wo Ghana card nyina hwe Saturday we yawo asema Ghana for me ne mo ka mo hwe Facebook amu hu omo no Saturday we ya Ashanti region ade ekoso ni 1 2 3 4 5 ebinya akwa adwane Vietnamese ene ba kokra de omso ofri Cambodia. Can you imagine we no one na esa now so omo a Ghana card no asema me no okay Saturday anajo na womo paki womo niema adwane se womo ate se kromo form rant ani abre no womo sisa womo niema adwane afiri kwaye no mu ne mrante ne womo de boss wo kwam we what they say mama we ni din way smith ni abodin so kura what they say wa he yeah China ni odi wambo we asem wambo scroll one mama say by 5 wambo ana kwa mmebwa when wambo ye Burkina Faso hwere nim ka highlight din ni mamia we what they say wambo no mabo no say Thailand dio say Cambodia dio say Vietnam dio say there was what the wambo ye Burkina Faso din waba okura Ghana card non citizen identity yate ano amudi tu galamse yeah we what they say lila le chien diere dini de bi mutu ye ifri so yi edu misi ifri so da bi we gumani wa ndini de mi hu dia iseli ago se bema mi hu na me dia wambo ni dia mi wambo ni dia mi hu yeah asem ana hai jian asem be kra ni when Jane when Jane when Jane this is oh wow this is we are man grow for am dey be when Jane when Jane oh boa no is here when Jane li neng to me come me say me bo li li so obo kai wobo we li neng masa ba kono di or driving license li Kwame wa he What obi see I ba ko di listen dafa. We na efe. Ye. Okay, so come now. Unim wo mo fa wo mo niam no wo de ko no. Hwa ewura no mu fridge nyom wo fa wo de fa to. Wo mo de fridge air conditions ehye wura no mu. Dodo nkromo si Ghanaians Filipino. Wo de fridges air conditioners ehye wura no mu. Bekwai asem na me no kan. Bekwai asem na me no kan. Na se amanfo ka se Messi Asante region anyuma omoto ne se John Mahama bra begiyen wuti ahemfo no na no akufo ado kwagire otumfo anim ka asem kire pani a na me yon grofo bebre ya me de omo bu o man no za na sense of watch ya akuta free aye napo ye ka Asantefo ada napo ka no Asantini napo ahia me te se wa nke be kire ba bia wuni wuni firi chebi wuni ofiri chebi mukoduru Kumasi anu ka kire Kumasi fo ye Asantefo just no more beat wo mo adwene Asanti ye ni agade wuni ofiri chebi on fere aya aka kire wuni efie yenim wuni fie napo asem na meka no yenim ni fie ti ya kire wuni e kire kwai mimi ni fira Asante mampon kire wuni efie Fabra Saturday na najo no ma sesa niema no afri eponu mu o mu dwane eniema na sesa ase ne ye air conditioners o ena fridges wom de we ti wura no mu hwa nkrofo kogu senkrofo fudie ade ya yesi Lord Komi na de woma ba betra eponu mu yesi afra brand e bi shark o ma twetwa ne pictures maka chom so mfa pictures no emre me ne yam publish it. Why kare number ni na mame fa nko na ko hwe de o ma ya asase say three we dey mame three pe because a running story obi a wonim report Roberto. Yeah, correct. Farmer, bruh. Vipatie na hanya Kofi abi wo what can you say what's happening
I Kwabena so. Yeah,
adeɛ wɔ yɛnyɛ awerɛho ɛwɔ asantemam na woanyɛ biribi a moase a wogya abɔ no korɔ no ma me last one no me say se me hu se kufu adura na so mbibi ene yakutia galamsa na me busa be say na nyame kura kan tete na ode agrada ya adwuma no ode ayi tender anyinam agrada de papa big body tricase no kunu kura na nipa honto no they know what they are doing. But no upon Cromana to pass no draw or Kagalam see asem. Meanwhile, Mutu. Or head on your more baquai. Yakra Crom, Subin man a forest. Yeah, forest. Koya de Omoyan war. Hannah Medibesi live at 100.5 Citizen Show. And I'll do it again. The Bonium with the Ashanti region.
Ago Ghana for yedi asem de ebremo wo ye obia wo ye wadwuma dada ana wa ye adwuma efri afe baako ekosi ne mi Ansah so Eclipse Collateral Management and Business Advisory Services e de ani jesem e de brow through Eclipse Angel Investors ene ye ba be ma sika botina ubetimi ya hye wadwuma na wadwuma ne so etumpon ye pa de obe nyina no ene se ubefa wo forms e wo Kesben FM 92.9 e wo Accra ye be Vodafone office no e wo Kwame Nkrumah Circle and afi Eclipse Collateral Management for office kese pa e wo Adenta new site Abakan Street ananso say download the form no e wo www.ecmagh.com na fe wanya akwanya say business page dwumadie sonko ayede bro no wonso wanya mu chefa say ope ensem yi mu enhyemu bia for numbers e did this way 0302 551877 ananso say frɛ 0266 999020 Eclipse Angel Investors unlocking business potentials with seed capital.
Give us P capsules. A memedry. Manum bia ye benmemua. Kani mitutu ya na minkuma bua sese die. Betu esa kum menia G. Give us P capsules. Give it to me, baby. Give us core capsules nzwe. E mane meme nyina akoko yade. Sisi yade amamanya yem timotete womo no. Yedru no. Manum bi amama de me ho. Give us core capsules. Misisi mo ye ding. Give us core capsules. I give it to you, baby. You give it to me. Oh yeah. Hey. Give us a no. A man need you.
I Kwabena so. Yeah, cool. Farmer, bruh. Ufi pati na hanya. Bruh, mamis. Kofi, abi wo. Pati se. I Krobaso.
Yeah, careful. I never seen that.
For my bruh.
If you party in Anya. Coffee, everyone. What can you say? What's happening to them?
I Krobaso.
Yeah, careful. I never seen that.
For my bruh.
If you party in Anya. Coffee, everyone. What can you say? What's happening to them?
I Krobaso.
Yeah, careful. I never seen that.
For my bruh.
If you party in Anya. Coffee, everyone. What can you say? What's happening to them?
I Krobaso.
Yeah, careful. I never seen that.
For my
All right, so live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. List one and Kusi Pokwa joining. If you say sa na my name say he is the executive director for GAC and yenya Kwaku Ansah for J so be joining any moment from now. Yeah, da omo nyina ase. Listo akwaba. Boko there. Yeah. Okay.
Am I audible enough?
Yeah. With him. So we be able to But my video be very interesting. John Kuma. My name is also one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so get it for me. Now, listen, boys, he said the uncrofosi buru amutrisu. I know you.
I want to. Hey, my meeting I chat here for. I said because I'm my anti-team. Me chat here for near her for near adofo near tamfu umaji breti yesre nyame nyansa ne nimdie se de be kasama dodo ne domo a etie no ombefa mu abana ye bewie no abonefo ewu mu no be sakira wadwen na di wo mo ho ama Kristo se de omani betum
Onye! Open for a second. Open, but it's over for a second. Onye! Open for a second. Open, but it's over for a second. I buy your project. What do you want to pack a castle? So I think you want to private business. What about the sign you're wearing? I just say, what is a senior? You're two of them, not your bad one. You're two of them, no, you're bad one. Zakuma, well, yeah, you're Pocos and your pure piano. Okay, and your pure to one.
All right. Okay. So, listen. This is the situation. the way boys we any asia no but no what do point there na very important pa
oh say e wi ase we on kwabna obia ye obi neighbor obia ye obi nua obia ni wono mu a sabi oni abusua ana se oye okontokro ana se oti island so a obia nim ne oye enu nti se unim obi na nipa kro no wode sebu akwan so ne nada akwan so ebesrew tumi na odi tumi ni wie na wode tumi ne tena wo so ekum wo so a kwabna eyade a areho papa hwe adweso ho on wi Ansah se kra be me ensa me mate on baby o si sa party office no no manso wo ho
sa
manso wo ho manso baby a wasi party office no
I see
manso wo ho
de sikwa no
e ya ofa so onya asase no me say manso wo ho
but our party ni dim na say onu ni dim
oh minim but echina wo beti ho asem
okay
manso wo ho oh enkofo be say in fact ukọ kwanso
yeah
onwi ho baabi ho nso so ba ko ho saa na we no minim baabi pote ena sabi me no edu baabi a nipa bi o wa eya me mpe saa conversation say akoye say obi because this is somebody that Kwabena ordinarily no he cannot even afford a quarter plot. He cannot.
There was say
a quarter plot. He cannot afford a quarter plot.
No, John Kuma.
No, I make a rent to crowd to me now. Make say he cannot afford a quarter plot. And you know the kind of things are Kwabena. You didn't call a friend is saying nip baby
nip
baby Kofi Chumwono NEIP okay
say nip no
yes Kwabena afei akwei overnight we see me drew come say me hu na be board me am share na say
no but yeah me nim say oba na follow me me no me blame your traditional leaders and opinion leaders because what they here on say yaw say ohwe ne ya ofa boys atwa akufado ho ahia nyina wonya ba kokura was my year adwuma as a civil servant for even 2 years pick Eugene ahe pick a friend say this rapist you know no I has ojiro say hwan pick some Jinapo. Pick Bantama boy no. Yeah, the ordinance said the omudini trumu no. I asenso. Pick
Aja fatis omudini trumu.
Well, pick or no, pick Samia Oku. Pick a friend Pius Ajide. You can count about 10, 15. These are boys are omunya juma da Anthony Kabo. Even for them to rent a single room was a problem. And lucky for some of me, out of this a young body, emu 5 or 6 yenipa minimum deeper. I mean deep that
personal levels.
Yeah, okay, better time. Minimum personal levels. Pa minimum. Omu here. And then come on, me do abrabom ne esu a omo esu as ewiase. I know. Then this person becomes a minister or a special aide to the president within 3-4 years. And you are like, whoa.
Just you see, Kwabena, ade ba ko ya na eya ewo amayosem ni mu ni say. Akoye bibi say obi o ho a for example Nkrumah ne ministers obetimi abɔ nipa ba ko mienu bi din na kwa santimam na the kind of the caliber obra na wo bɔ ansa na bi obeye Nkrumah minister ansa na obi obeye minister ne so bra wo ye ene nchirima awon toatoaso omo bra wo mabɔ eno na ya na sometimes I'm tempted to discuss President Kufuor ni na busua. Kwabena, this is a family. Me no misano mihu President Kufuor ne ofa na oye odefo papa. Timi se nipa gu bus mu ode omo kɔ UK omo free hɔ a omo be kɔ America no sa de omo aba. Say that time no na yeni yanye visa. 2 years ya no akotwa ticket. This is a family sabio obetimi de on sa kire so sa bre no na omumma bam President Kufuor okɔ Rollins abam sometime bi but the family no na nya aban sika e na omde bobra obetimi de on sa kire baby bebre but Kwabena senya man yosemo a ontimi nka nchem se Kufuor do wei onu JB dan kwanom ne sa na sefo JB dan kwakra de so ofrifi omo na se ofrifi o eni gabi we nu nyina no sometimes you sit and you ask yourself say senya amanyosem pa na abafo ena nipa nso so adwene wo fom ena nipa empe nimdie ni nyansan hu enu nti wama ne ho kwan ama sabi emebe ene nam ne so a Kwabena kare ho papa na se wonnim jonkuma ahu na obi kasi wakowia na asase a eni kwan se ye onwa why ni suban no kobusa jonkuma se de ntine pam ni fra la office so kobusa no
really
ni suban no
this my first time
because
I know him to me
ala on kada we ala ncherematin on ka dia jonkuma ye ya ni to mo pam no onka ezuni suban no na ga se Kufuor nko be fa no unim krono bo ube de way Kufuor do adwuma
anyway
onya criminal
no
Kufuor do not appoint you if you're not a criminal na ball akura mpo die mpo ball ampo ball minister etino eye ade a eye omusu ni omoban na ya say they gang up and almost special purpose vehicle no na President Kufuor greasy wheels no ama people had been oriented into believing say MPP a party papa enim before wom enti ombetimi aye omani yie. Of course NDC at any day any time sabi sankama me omo a e ka minim say omo kura no they have such CVs but the Ghanaian at some point believed say ye penim before pa ne nyansa for pa o hwa o sign MPP ho a onya bi NDC could not even put branding to their name at some point but this is the branding this is the branding na MPP ena nipa yesenya no after about 30 something years 31 years in opposition obedi party nanim aginkunim maaye no ni suban ne ye ne niema bi oyeye no e mamafo benya gidie wo party nim. But look at the sharp contrast, the sharpest. In fact, put all President Kufuor's ministers in purview. Just suppose that with Kufuor's. Then you see that a set of criminals ganged up. Criminals. None of them is not a criminal. None. The only criminal crampono or ye apprentice conspirator. Oh, Siaba. I'm afraid to say apprentice. Osuaba and me enya me nwa Kwabena and you who say I don't be sorry no say the JM kan no wayo otim no be sorry am ye hu ne to pass and to pacha no enu ntina omo ye nneoma bib they want to do anything for power.
But boys you ko opposition
now
nkrofo be ha omo
unim hwe enye se on be ko opposition kra na nkrofo ha omo nkrofo be ha omo ansa no ma ko opposition
nkrofo be ha omo
the way they will be troubled in this country no e be kakra we MP we John Kuma wo de opa afa baby ensu nka me empire me bo an se nko be win in the primaries no it can to be the first time Adresu will elect someone else and he doesn't care. He will spend money and buy the votes and be the PC. Your friend is incumbent MPC, eh? Now what co-election, no? Now when I'm a person NDC, are focused? Say, PC now we no so when your papa copy before. I know said they have elected a certain lady be. I was just so.
Okay. What the man?
Boy Juma pa.
Menin ko.
Kwabena. So omo yire omo ho a. Na say John Kuma na ese ko ho a. Oh Erade nyame. Enu nim. Se so de CEOs no. Obia person ko ye MP. Unim bi ntia. Se e wo so ko speaker ho ansa na waje permission akwache no. Omo ya krofo na de ntina asenso no nyina. They knew they were going to lose the 2020 elections. So asenso nim se nka 2020 no omo lose na nko be ba ban mu anko betena chief of staff wa. Oh, baby, obekwa akwadwane akote dwanko bia eno ne parliament
na mama mu say still to move also chiwo hwewa ya na parliament
oh baby na say ano de na adwene maso na onim say Ghana for no na
adwene na me busa question
ano de Kwabena nipa o madwene abaso no mo no so ayi obi kan ayi edro beji wa atrema
it's so sad. Anyway, but man, you are Kwaba.
Bema bejo so million.
What that land video no I circulate. And I think that my Musa John Kuma so I hear some almost say I'll say response to viral video accusing Dr. John
Apunchia
Kuma Esquire of forcefully taking over lands. So I have taken notice of a viral video where a woman accuses me of taking over lands that do not belong to me. I would like to refute these baseless claims and set the record straight regarding the true events surrounding the acquisition and use of the said land. As many of you are aware, during my campaign to become the MP for Ejiso, I made a solemn promise to the people that I would establish an asphaltic plant to address the road deficiencies in the constituency. To realize this vision and create job opportunities, the Ejiso Club 100 was established to collaborate with So Good Engineering and Construction Company to undertake this project among several others. In the pursuit of fulfilling this commitment, I approached my family chief, Nana Kufia J, for a piece of land for the construction of the asphaltic plant, which he gifted to me. In the presence of other family members after the Aseda custom were followed. Aseda. The intention behind this gift was never for personal gain, but to uplift the community and improve the lives of its residents through job creation and enhanced infrastructure. So this one is coming from here.
Oh, sini nyame nyansa. Ono na adweye ne se onim nyansa chen. Nyame na obo no. Oh. O te se ma me ne ka se oya akokra. Oh, ena wo hu se wo incapacitated. Enu nti no, me kan opa ekina yenko Kumase. Ni yenko sa busua fie ho. Ni yenko busam. What is bu akwan so
anyway me ya ju babu akire kwagu we dey prepare ni akọ
we kra dey me bo ba ko peso na ya je ahome na ekọ Sicilia dapa
egegega
onse me ba me hu se list o ha no ho chirichirim na one alan na sem kra dey okọ say mu wa time alan serve president ko 4 time as recent as 2024. This is Ghana Web. Police arrest MPP John Kuma for fraud. This is dated 4th October 2012.
This guy be wicked guy.
Oh, I come.
No. What's for JB wicked man?
What ya? Eti man ha ho na oni and the Alan o mechirim ba de echi na nkasa wo. Abesi na my join online. All those publications are still there. Obia opa wa wuti akra FM bia just go police arrest MPP John Kuma for fraud. That time NIB. I'm so mu issue some bond bi. And you say John Kuma money some other guys bi. Ekoye fake bond ni bi. And the kwaje Japanese grant. He was arrested. And today he's deputy finance minister. Now oka say wa dwen kululu ni ma ye be mo ko deputy Kenufuriata. David a normal Kenufuriata teswa family na protect ya mo mpese be pie. And some of them people I know mudi nkomo. They tell us say that Kenufuriata be free finance ministry say be pie no. That is why omuntimi resafo no. For Akufo-Addo to trust John Kuma. Say John Kuma we de amia na mma minua ba minua o de deputizing minim said you obehu bia be ka wano ato no. You think it's easy?
And John Kuma said that ko ware oba o yesofo. And
hwe we no omo lifestyle no hwe ti say obi ya nutua no omo plane. What I say or planet branding no as say adwuma no de ato so no ama budget ke obo free ya de we ache. Oye guy man free tete. Now we say na say kura so Dr. John Kuma me nimba bi okwaje. Me nimba bi okobọ. Din na ye branding no was share dwuma udi agrokwa John Kuma nko abetimi akọ World Bank akwaji loan wo Ghana dim
oba no osresre
me say me so nim say Kuma se meti adwo so enti me nim properties are all acquire land yam to kwap I know I talk of a normal war adwo so and most of the MPP members are not happy. Most of the MPP members are, but also young Krophobia, they are so clever, say they think say Sikaye Bibia. They think say Sikaye, but and Juma way on. Kwabena, let me say this today. A Juma way, a Ansah come to in the Yakwana Gene, and Yagidi, and Yamana me holding, Yamana me smart. A quite what? Go look, he's young, but look at the issues and APAP. So all MBCG say in the next Ebia NPP administration be maybe after about 20-30 years bio no. None is standing in the party to say. Now what mess who up. But ene office o sika. Ya who minister say no my broke.
Bebre.
Ya who minister say no mundi kapre. MP so almost credit. Yes. Obu hu kwa Kwabena so wadi MP da.
Yes.
Eti sika ne de eba who di betimi akọ tu kwa beda hotel $10,000. After sikani flow no sizi ti said sisi adapa de sizi a ho na be hu level to the Kwabena mama friend no si ho.
Okay, all right. So mamenya adwuma we emra quick na ya fa jantum. Now mame enye we. So antisisi issues are eba thievery and Akufo-Addo entimude ni nyina be link up. But your more cakes upon driver and the no. Emma omo no more to link up here. Just to let people know say abaiwe a yomo culture. So omo hodisika edisie almost we sika disie a yomo culture. Meaning say man for share video no, but let's watch where your driver.
See, this is fucking dollars. This $100 fucking US. Yeah. So, okay. See, this is fucking dollars. This $100 fucking US. We are in Transaco. This is our fucking house, you know? These are our cars. No poster. You can see Transaco. Look, we got Lexus 2019 Lexus. We have S500. See? Open it. Yeah, I've got my boy Ansah here. And also he's taking a video. Let's go to my room, yeah? That's boss. Yeah. Boss. Daddy boy. Trump. See? Swell. Told you it's not safe. Swell. Told you it's not safe.
Okay, so anyway, nkwa amafo bekaya abrante bia video bi pie ya hyehyɛ sika na yɛ 2020 mu be around February ya hyehyɛ sika abrante bi ɛte so ɛyɛ ɔman sika o ya manemra ɔman sika na ya hyehyɛ ya pack sika na ya pack agu ne fie saa no so ɛyɛ ade a akufado no ma ya akyɛ ɛyɛ ade a ɔmo asesa sika agu fie oh ya ayi cousin no
Wow, I don't want to say it. I'm trying to do it. I should say it.
You probably try. But the back cancel. Somebody doesn't get my memory style. What do you?
Wow, I don't want to say it. I'm trying to do it. I should say it.
You probably try. But the back cancel. Somebody doesn't get my memory style. What do you? What is going on with you? Oh, it's going. You've been here. Back at the back of the weather, who was here? Who come on the scandal? Come on, dear, real one. Who about you? I'm not sure what's happening. Okay, I'm saying yes, yeah. Okay, I'm saying yes, yeah. Everything on me. Yeah,
Sir.
I would be scared them. So they don't put gas. I would be scared them. So they don't put gas.
Wow, I don't want to say it.
Asem. Mama makwaku nantina maba back to unia. Kwagu, ya nanti.
Kwabena medase. Na me akra ndi wa masi ayi wad na da wo asem bi me nyanya me bite wo ho wo ba bia.
Miss Winnie so yanka bi o. E de na afa na inki be ko mu.
Afa na inki be ko mu. Kwabena yi edikan. Video yi kura wi ama me raho. Me ankasa me nyo obi a obusa omomu ni me me di breakfast for some reasons. Tinanse na me di djuma bi na me hwa me che. Me di agro se man di anopa na me ho be kire me na me se ma me nkope koko na me nto. Ko na mbuza ma me se koko no mo ye ne se o se free 3 cedis ko. Na me so ene ma me koko na si kire 3 cedis. Ti me hwa na ko se su ni ho. Ti bread no twa free sen. O se 4 cedis ni 5 cedis. Kwabena na say on the average koko ni bread any pan no. Se unkra close to 10 cedis and 8 cedis minimum a untimi ndi koko any pan e okroma ene Kwabena awe wo se ba yetim no koko anka first okwa wo mami koko ni asi kire 50 pesos mami ko say ana okra 2 cedis a Kwabena na wutimi di koko ni kosa anopa no ene unkita 8 cedis 9 cedis ana 10 cedis a Kwabena wutimi ni koko anopa hwesika o mapake ana omote so ni nsem ana omoka weye time ana etwa 100 Ghana cedi notes ni 200 cedi notes no foforo ti mu ana mo hwe Facebook no de mu hu ni nyina 10 cedis ni mo ena 20 ni 50 ni e 100 cedi notes na eno bundle no yesen 200 cedi notes look ya ti se ne sa abrosa na egu demo ena omo so omo twitwa pictures e de akotwitwa mpoa na eno obi tia Kwabena obi oton PK ne mfa so yesen 10 pesos a day ebi kura 20 cedis ontimi meki enti se na obedi koko na se uhia 10 cedis a sa nipa na se odi dwa wie ya da nyame bedom no kura obenya 10 cedis no sa ska kura ekọ minim se list of won se dey sit here na se obi beton PK wia we so sa obetimi adidi once a day and look at the lavish lifestyles any normal MPP aban mu panimfo said you mu live Kwabena ma me fam to wo mate se amanfo so ai ma me sisi adapa ena wabobra ena ofiri abusuya papam eyesa omu keka sa na o na mebu afu na wan wi president Kufuor din abefrafrem why president Kufuor ba wan ka se yes won de ofiri abusuyam o ma bobra o mu wo mu sika wi ase wa meka se kuani bi na renovate ni fie man obi a wabobra wo bibia ni nuane Kufuor at a point Kufuor became the richest man in Ghana obi a odo na be renovate ni fie man minim sa wati masia eti Kwabena na make kire no se unim se Kufuor do ono saka wadwene no odi bu man no etu unim se fraud boys no se o tra base bia so mo gu ho bebre na Kufuor do PTV so ana se news ba ne ebode chairman nie Akwa FM boys no se o ma surrender to Kufuor om si na adwen na o this scam no eso chen o mu nyina hat papi kran fa no hash papi kran to na Kufuor do adwina o this scam Ghana for no anu o se Kwabena enya yo na mami Sicilia dapa se wabobra obedi position we kura ye den in the first place Dr. Kwabena do for mo bra omo bedi finance minister o manje salary ye hu bi ana meboa pa kwasi ndu mu ebedi ministers o manje salary and you so abanka ye hu bi ka wabobra to ho asi yes position hold no si Ghana sika kura mempe mi wo do so pro mempe what must here entino sa excuse of wo frabusia pom o de ye free montam ya de atum ye de fi abi ni wo kwata man yen ye nika pre school fees kula na e brasa na yatua ye de atum MPP fo nya sa atam didie ne kasa fin kasa tantan na ya o mo ka kire Ghana fo asif se Ghana fo ni nyansa Kwabena omo kasa te se ye nwene ana obi a unim se Kwabena omo aya anaska ka wo fie kwa omo na ya omo ya akronfo
oh yeah of course
womo a papa no wo da
so na numa
manuma bia wo SS nyina wo de ka ko pem man ya de no de pem na ne gas yi wo tito wiasika de mo eja de me fa na de me bafa na de kro no kase ba eja de me fa na de me fa na de kro no kase ba ti wo hwe Ghana ha kra na senke ye ka wo senka wiemfo ma na be di ministers because o ma dada ba be di so ase ya o onu wo so nyina Kufuor de papa be head we me yes be say ordinary sa bomu on part side what ordinary sa bom
onu kra na chire made for no say
what is enti yan control no e do dia be di minister eti enu na ekoso mami Sicilia dapa that you know obuka say eno wo sika no abobra omuntwa so eno ye ntie ma wo say nana Peace FM wo ye some propaganda bi person mo ya no mo water issues no down ye ntie eno ye baako number 2 the more mo kasa no Kwabena na o mo pass mama me no Kwabena mami fa constitution yin ma wo hwe at article 78 clause 3 uye minister emra ma wo kwan say u be engage in other profitable businesses 78 clause 3 clause 3
okay so a minister of state shall not hold any other office of profit or emolument whether private or public and whether directly or indirectly, unless otherwise permitted by the Speaker acting on the recommendations of a committee of Parliament on the grounds A, that holding that office will not prejudice the work of a minister, and B, that no conflict of interest arises or would arise as a result of the minister holding that office.
Yet, what is SCC that Paco Castle or engaging business is being committee being a report to man on Vancouver speaker. There is no such authority and as a permission that has been granted by the speaker. Omu will be a mufa wokra tamra. Eti omu kika se wabo brand or businesses so we no. They are rather damaging the woman. They are creating more problems for the woman. Kwa woman no constitution ni man kwan so obey sa business na wo ka no. Assuming kura say Kwabena na me calculation be made by. Say mama sisi da pa. Si etua ne ka 30,000 even though the salary in 30,000 20 something. Mama for the flat rate 30,000. For 7 years our mobile bam. So multiply that 30,000 by 12 times 7 about 2,520,000. A bit that's Obama rounding it up. 2,520,000 Ghana cedis divided by the dollar rate, which is 11.5. About $230. And even $220,000. It's not up to $300,000. Assuming say fees obedi akonya as a minister, the salary on cannot. That is the assumption. So on cannot a bar at the accounts on can she only one person crown fee so Sako pim the 7th year way. 7th year you cry and training them ye. I can a salary when you crown and do $300,000. And do $300,000. And for her to get $1 million and over 300,000 euros and some millions of other Ghana cedis in the house. Master Mokasi a Jimmy and Quatiafone Tikruma on. Listo, Omokase, or more what a tree we are seeing answer the CNT, Omokasa, Yentimi Regina and answer them. No, I don't get it. Say, all businesses are from Lanon call them. All businesses, they should name the business and she will go to jail. Because Constitution no at the bar to so. Constitution I'm mau quine. Tis a wire side and the Adana obey them and they go to them mattress. Obey them watch it. What is a bimusi show? Says a crabia or Obina or Yanni Papana or this kind of chain. That makes it more criminal. Mama cry Obi better for. Oh, the Ford no. Emma Jubilee House or Musukan.
Tell me the Nicola Soldier.
What is it? I know Claudia and what the car Nasama state. I put for the bar 2017-2018. Nasa Ford no come fleet of cars one more year and no more. I know Modeco. I know cry my yes, investigation.
Minister be started you see.
What I say, yes, Kwabena investigation nearly can all the check on my no. On you soon. We had a problem. Now we bet me check minister $1 million. That is more criminal. That is more criminal because okay, I'm cry also go to your gift tax. What your tax? So that's can create good them legitimate money. Kwabena didn't know Franco Bank. Say legitimate money. Said I say omo person omo apply the dead men don't talk principle. Say ninya bi a wawu dia. Now why ninya no ni well? They think we can go and investigate ninya na wawu no and no business is no. Ana dey make count here. Na say ninya no kwa japade a ninya no wawu ya di sen. Sika ne da wo dem wo di sen. Say ninya na wawu no kwa da di bone a wo a ya wele size can to you our beneficiary no. Adentin na on for due process mu enko file the taxes that are due.
But the point is, say Obi Kradia, how can the Minister of State keep such amount of dollar? That a criminal to keep a foreign currency.
And in fact,
quantum.
Kwabena, Adia Bako was establishing is a Ghana.
I must say Dambuchi and Susaka.
Yeah, Dambuchi.
Adia Bako was establishing is a Ghana. Yendi dollar. The only legal tender. Ghana cedi. It is a dollar amount when crown our what the good them now in itself no. Questionable was here.
That's it. That's the point.
Ghana bank even say crown one forest account crown. Okwa there your limitation cash. Ultimate $1 million physical cash. And on by transfers in Ireland. Ama will be almost a fair BB is a paycheck or mona no man. I will him their payment without the direct cash. Yeah. So the question is, how did she get the physical cash stashed in the house? Plus the 300,000 euro €300,000 no the year in question no which is last year no or declare extra GRA wa file tax which is also a crime and no crime than 10 and whatever say CPP ni ba ku go jail for say no untia taxes in the senate ni ade agude
yeah agude
MPP once they have not thought through what they are telling Ghanaians. They have not thought through. Now, Kwabena ni madea ba kwa mahu. Okay, say at a point there were some rumors. Say MPP for penny wa buy one na edi omusika koto dollar from black market. Say the beya dollar no bo no be sutu e so upper no ma beton omu ya na say dividends. Enti enya me nwa wa say sisi ya da pa adwuma no ye no control black market. Enya me nwa enti unim omu make millions of dollars at the expense of the ordinary people to say Ibrahim mo amu koto the legitimate business to omu ko to dollar no be good them na omu create artificial shortage yes dollar na do 50 no omu dey come omu agents no ma ton quickly no ma sisa no ma say dey abeguo yes you do 17 so they make dividends on daily basis. Eti black dollar akosuru nyina Sicilia da padie eka ho na me yeso se ne se kakufo dey serious minim se onye ana kaye ka say based on what we have seen yenye raid in all Gabera appointees fear Kwabena I tell you say IMF see can cry betia from what did you matem say madim 600 million pe we can raise more than the 3 billion.
Oh yeah
3 billion yeah they call IMF you benya free MPP appointees them I'm telling you nya bank them me say I am call IMF MPP for year betting belly out because Cecilia Dapa yes we am call am go read it took 5 hours to count sikano meaning say sika good damn one sika ketwa na sika ya twetwimwa sisi dan wom aye wom it took them say who say me made yes what down ha we sit down ha we say Ansah no money bomb say they have to go and check the amount enti eta ho esumo ya packing say cocoa bottle esumo say ekọ sa pepepe ase aboko suru doctor aboko suru ti say sie nai and the small I'm so to bottom to no watch Musumu ye greedy match a crank so me where they wouldn't say or my serious anka on be my girls no ya or more you plea bargaining yes Kwabena so nim sir yeah my person dey where you get to the router kebe mo plea bargaining that's the law yes nya bi na atum case no wekoso no me pese mekum so what you say enti no plea bargaining mo my information ni na hin na scan gu scan e boto sign saying who na de ba
no but say so mo be enemies to the MPP
because na make it all what you be saying ka wo be information be pie wo mo di sika ne ba ho anajo wo mo ye sika ne de mo gu wo mo ka mu pie wo mo ye involved in na network ni na Kwabena ke be na li obi a Rose omo na we fi ho they know who comes to the house say crowd there boys ni say Abnada Power Bank ADB location wo koko Abelempi around Kwabena auntie
opani bank we misika ngoto
oh that you say bia na person koto dollar we say Abnada Power Bank ADB location wo Abelempi na na anes ni wo cantonment area so what you say na ekoso ne yatim wo ewa ha Kwabena etime me de asema America ne say Cecilia Dapa efie yatimi akonya we wo ha kenoforo yata wo down ha ya Kwabena down ha ya you can guess
na de ono ye che ya oni abiedie ni na de o che
what you say what ya there ono ya ta kakra empone ho kakra asone na sunyo na kenoforo yata na what sika na nkasa so hwe sa odo omuse omukoti ma who document bi I'll send it to you omu transfer 100 me who scan na me hu ye 100 million to the company so ya da ya team ebo kan ya dam say ka ya team and yet they've been paid 100 million Ghana cedis approved ya transfer scan ko eti na me hwe the work for do protect woman na oye agent ma Akufo-Addo.
Oh yeah, but
why Cecilia? Na Cecilia ni Akufo-Addo di area chichiri bom ne.
Una wo kyerem. Kwabena nya una wo kyerem.
Oh, wo mo chichiri ne tenten.
Sa.
Why.
Wo chichiri bom.
Wo chichiri bom.
Kwabena kwa asem yi o.
Omo boaboa no o ma.
Wofa. Sa. Cecilia daba.
Omu shem.
Me say.
Me no o man ko kan ti asem.
Wo mo chichiri bom ane.
Una wa kyerem e for mo ti ase na mundi kodu. Enti asem no.
So ninja bi o Ghana bi anim.
What you say?
Oh, I'm chichiri bom.
Oh, fine.
Wait.
Oh, nice. Na say we are very commercial kama.
Me say omo chichiri o man no. Say
what that be men so make say omo commercialize marijuana unity no so wo ho.
Say Kwabena ni link bia. What that make say one na do chichiri say omo chichiri MPP amari
no
ache
no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Eboaboa
no ahia ne ade na o marapo ho kama ne ade no. Fine Kwabena. Enti Kwabena dia make an say. Oh, anopa me te say ebi mu say. Krom ha tie ye ompanifo bebria wo ko mu fia be hu more than $1 million. O krofo no. Kokro for no anopa.
Kwabena Zimaka.
And omode Ibrahim Mahama ne ose Kwame despite mo ye example. So these are private businessmen.
Jimmy.
These are private businessmen.
Kwame despite Obefosika.
That is your chair to a man. So why use him as an example?
Jimmy, Jimmy Sama. What Kwasi?
Oh no. What you say? Now engineers.
Yeah. Kwame Duncan Jimmy. Jimmy.
What you say? The point is even that engineers and planners look at the work they do. They to go,
but Ibrahim other countries.
What you say? To go into at a point they can have the gold assembled somewhere. They make what you say. It is some amount of money. Even the system knows that Ibrahim company who any news.
Kwame despite $100 million that them
news. A normal or ton in a day. Every crime one day no better this kind in Akoba. They make what you say. You don't these examples were men who be there.
Now we crano security implications. We say why would you have to discuss someone's wealth on radio?
Yes. That was the subject. That was the subject on Peace FM.
You are alarming.
What you say? Enti sa
Father Dex so to your
oh, enti sa na omo kan o say Kwame despite do be ko ni fie na Ghana de ya ho ya na ni bre. Ya so ma sisi da da. Oh, that is how they want enu ameti Kofi Akpelu so we kosi sen. Say what you say, I and I'm
Kofi Akpelu aboda.
And I'm maybe no go pay $1 million. Our bank ne stress na it ama for these are private transactions. We are not interested. But say oba na obeji abaya juma na ye de yeto na betua why emre bia omoka so kuje to 25,000 cedis akọ one day ama na yira dia na nsi wo kroma obeda samwa de ba ya na say 100 million cedis e woni fi eno kro no an e report to police station ono an e report to police station MPP for crucify no Vicky Hama Kwabena wonu po de wonu a 1 cedi o wodi nkomo no say
just wishful thinking.
What is or say otimi nya $1 million a on de nko hunu say na brabo mu wapon ena omampani a odwene ko akire na odwene na emu do na emu pise adina ama point yi odwene ahwe na sika kese ya ko funny table so a e de assemble den ebeba enti se wadwene ne de agina nchen obi a ya kate o si katazise anu kwan no obi a osusu mpo Kwabena obi a osusu no nwia once
wishful thinking
onwia one seed one person mpo the mere thought say o person onya $1 million a president Mahama sisi hu say akatua me de be ma so di 8 years kwa $1 million to nya no enu ti ko tranche ye twe na bo so ma jomboadu a wo galam say na wadidi mu a jomboadu o be tro say ye freezing the assets ye free and it is true o ko Section 38, especially Section 56 of our Money Laundering Act now. 1044. The Chief Executive Officer of Yoko, ebetimi am ye freezy mame sisi adapa accounts.
Yes, easily.
And that was why now on person this can be then. Ebe ko bank no because on team demonstrate the source of the money. Nini Abema no Mose Kwabena, or Mose, Owu and why has she kept this money till now in her house? In her house. These are legitimate questions. The will, away. You can't will my yabe ne wet and ameboa. You don't properties or you don't sika oja wachire. You don't say who are take over as beneficiary. No, they are na utu yako fale home taxes to make it a legitimate money and take custody of it. Kwabena, another angle be so across so my brain power back so ne say.
Mama
me meeting our wrap up sisi.
Na me ko nua because I about with the same issue no angle be.
Mate. Adia ba so a ma dwena ba so pa ba ko ne say. Unye sure so say. Can no for it. Kwabena be ya no ma say asem. Unye sure so say.
The word you know or the possible explanation.
Kwabena, unye sure so say. Time omo plan say omo ba be sa domestic debt exchange program yi na kenofori atati a appointees ni nyina na so se chale IMF conditionalities na ba na je se me mamo haircut nti wo sika wo ho bia ye den
yeah my man collaborate with what you are saying wunim say omo ba begu banks no kenofori ata informed MPP for mo sika edida GN bank any those places am on none the other GN bank almost
gold coast
security na on only sika da o yi scan in 3 days no gold coast security
you are because that is another angle to it. So it's possible to say alarm no sound there the anya Kwabena sika bo amanfo fi especially ministers no say DDE pininti and odi kan you ma su trace me be ma haircut into obia akoyi ni sika free bank na wanya affected ya any listo me kam ni mienu na say ye wura kwajo opon kroma mu nyina fie nya asem ketoa if it is sa domestic debt exchange program no and omuti ya omo na so they make us what ya say Kwabena my last point esusu yes omusu o na say na sa guy no ka sa asem kroma din ho ya MCU say I ne mami wi no mko here funeral donations Kofi na wu krom ha ye nya $1 million Kofi na UN secretary general wu ya ebe ye na yi omutimi raise $1 million na senior Queen Elizabeth wu ye timi raise $1 million why yasi na be kwa raise $1 million President Putin kura waje ne home na so wu ebe nya $1 million
na ga say enipa wu mi etimi raise $1 million kenofori atabay fo we nko kum na busuanfo nyina
abda de manu
ba ku bia $1 million ba ku bia okum 5 fra say
ba me pompa say onu de wu ebe nya $1 million
Cecilia dapa
anyway so but question Chibu says Kwabena, trust me on this, you'll never find $1 million in the house of Despite or Ibrahim. They never keep cash. Kwasi, don't worry your head. Kwame Despite wabe Fransika Kwame Despite utia obitua ni taxman mimitia Kwame Despite ni Ibrahim wo musika ku wo demo uni ene lokuse ukobusa question. And I wonder why for that Dixon Jow more town cancer asem no. Because Kwame Despite onkwaji obi opposition no de bobra. Onkwaji obi opposition. Ibrahim onkwaji obi opposition. Sebia who issues about contracts or money let's discuss. But when you talk about Kwame Despite what $100 million Ghana $1,000 million pounds sterling say FAO wasem.
Any ni accountability.
What usika ira
wa usika ira.
Ewo
But Cecilia da pa de oya abadwuma. The top pick no ni sika ni tax ni bi na di tax da paka. So we have every right. Say you no one sika kra the first question I hear taxpayer say be buy adwum say you sika nko fra mu.
Dabio.
But okay, let's sika why is she part of the complainants?
Film. The point is Obian to be Musa. But you see something interesting eh? Me yaw. Me baby or this year don. Me ma wa duro kitu abi dia tare no. Ansa na push the amount because nyantie na no pa no ema me sha se me busa security for national security for no to make sure say information may release you know correct me information no na Ghana Web also publish Kwame fat quick ababa bi ye legal practitioner sika ono so am Roberts koyere no ewo East Legon omunya $114,000 £800 and other currencies. Now my main child the emerging story no to me they link it to as a for analysis ne say wo hwa omo yi sika no gu omo dem yes omo na $10 no e de maye okroma e na omo tisika no omo doso papa. Okay, so we yeah to your Facebook page sabi amanfo betumi read bi and the story is coming from Ghana Web. Yeah, see a mama omo credit.
Accra FM.
Okay, so presidential staffer identified as victim of high value robbery of $114,000 and £800. Story we about say just 2 hours ago, right? Okay, so the identity of the victim involved in a high value robbery has been reviewed as Hamida Nuhu, an assistant secretary, legal and administration in the office of the president. The incident took place at a premier place home in the airport residential area of Accra, where she was reportedly held at gunpoint and robbed of significant sums of money. The robbery involved the theft of $114,000, £800, 50,000 Ghana cedis, and £3,000 from a trunk located inside her lawyer's closet. Thank you. Kwabena. Yeah. So these guys, and my men you cast an influence. My men Jim.
Kara.
Nipa papa.
Me ra.
Ojo.
I'm tuning pen and was. But Kara me ra hope.
Yeah.
Me ra hope because nyansa ya de a ehu hia papa ewo bibia nipa ye bia mu na obra bia nipa bia bu bia wasasi su bia no se nyansa enye wo fapem a eti se de chro ne kan se nimde a me man nimti eden a oman ni besi apinie mera who because first of all ade ne won say oni patimi dwen say e wo se mitimi eboabo asika no gu ba bi sei say o de yeden in the first place so ubusa won say sika obi either to no enka ontimi enya yes enye se owa ban mu a enka on so ho da
there's no way
necessary nipa no ne hu ba asem let me put it across say bi why me so a and so what what was it
yeah
but you see Kwabena sani pa we num nyina ti wiase ti o ma we mu ebede no ma we yemre oti kana ha
teso almost says kana gudem
adwea eda ne tirimu ne se e wo se me hwia man sika no obi obeka che me se eye antisisi nua bi sika wo ye kronfo o ya boa dwan ya me ma dwene no eye adwuma okasa kwasiasem ne kire me a me didi watem straight because why dwene na jimi abodam obeka che me se efunu di for the otia say there antisisi wadi 68 years aka mfie mienu no wadi mfie aduoso ene this can come ane maame ɛna ne maame kaa sɛ ɔmɛgye nto hɔ Kwabena asɛm ba ɔmo san nenam akyire try to want to make ayi yɛn whitewashing nsɛm bi yɛmfa ayi saa nkɔfoɔ no kotrɛ ɔsɛ deɛ ɔto boabɔ no no ɛhu nyɛ ahi sɛdeɛ ɔka sɛ n'ani gyina me deɛ Kwabena meesi ne pi sɛ aban wei kura anya a aban foforɔ bɛbɛ biara no ɛbɛ bɛyɛ adeɛ ɛbɛ bɛhyɛ ne kon so wano mu asukɔ ama yamfa emra na anto baabi emra da ɛbɛ encourage a embolden future minister aspirants any ministers sɛ ɔmo ni bɔne te sɛ deɛ antisisi adie no asɛm ni mu yɛ medu Kwabena hwɛ medifoɔ no so ɔmo sɛ asɛm no wɔ court ɛda so wɔ court anaa
ɔmo yi akɔe
medifoɔ no ɔmo nim nyansa paa na ɔmo asɛ agyi mi nso because Kwabena ɛwɔ sɛ sika no kɔmu wia ne more na me encourage obiaa wo ne minister biaa na obi te sɛ wohu sɛ sɛ sika no bi wɔ ne nkyɛn aida sɛ ɔbɛba bɛbɔ amanneɛ wɔ badwam ama ewiase nyinaa hu sɛ sɛ sika no wɔ hɔ anaasɛ wia no na krɔmfoɔ kɔfa ma krɔmfoɔ bɛwia a ɛnyɛ bɔne krɔmfoɔ first one na agyimie sɛ nka wamɔ krɔ no anka wo nso ɔmmɔ krɔ no enti meta wo machi empaibom court hɔ deɛ minti hɔ meta wo machi wɔ mpaibom sɛ obi yɛ krɔmfoɔ saa owie ɔman sika bɛgu fie a ne sɛ woyɛ maid woyɛ servant woyɛ police meken na mebusa akoto afiri yie sɛ ni police ni ne driver na ɔmo wuyɛ no ɛdeɛ nti na ɔmo wuyɛ akoto afiri yie former minister for agric Kwabena ɔmo nyinaa yɛ sambɔne ni bebree video a ɔbɔɔyɛ saa kwara no so ɔmo aku no deɛ na ɔte sika no so akwa wei nso so ne yere no ɛna ɔde ne ho kɔgye ɛwo nim sɛ na kaa na ɔmo kɔ shutu wɔ jofe hɔ no na ɔmo dwen sɛ yɛ ɔno a enti nka ɔmo yi na firi hɔ no mama asɛm de na asɛm kɔ ɛnyɛ saa ɛyɛ sɛ wokɔ tetoɔ sɛ yɛwie sika deɛ a yɛbɛku ɛyɛ asɛm o Kwabena asɛm no afono me ameme antisisi wokɔ ne kurom a sɛ watie ne kurom for video no wotumi sisɛ nipa ɛfrɛ ne sɛ sika gu dam in some cases ɔmo tumi de gu private jet mu akufo adodeɛ no ɔno ɔde kɔ ɔde sika no ɛkɔto obi man so ɛnɛ Kwabena uduru abelempe traffic light wa wohwɛ onsa nifa so a ufiri runabout no kɔ abelempe traffic light wofa onsa nifa so a ɔmo baabi a Canada for ɔmo visa application we no wɔ no wobɛkɔ na nipa gyina hɔ the only reason is say adwuma ni ha the only reason is say so ɔyɛ nurse kura wɔ Ghana ha ni pain so no obi man so ɛna ɔpɛ ɛbra papa akɔbɔ nti no ɛwɔ so ɔkɔ hɔ enti sɛ motena wiase di ɔmanfo aborɔ sika ebetime bie nyuma bebree di ɔman bɔne na mutimi di ɔman fo bɔne di ɔman ne bɔne ɛma ɔman fo kɔ ahohiahiam mu wia na kwasia bi a ɔno so ne jimi ne takas ne bese no agyina baabi ɔno so se breaking the 8 sɛ yɛ jimi ama sɛ yɛ jimi no ɛno nti no mo adwen yɛ mo sɛ musini nyame nyansa nti no mo betime breaking 8 asa to aso adi saa enyambra sem sei oyoba na men kan kyerɛ me so ase won ka hyen kodu but ekwan na nanim ekwan ena nanim se ne bra wo bono ne ekwan a impo abusua wode abusua faso ni tirimu de ne yamu nwuno oh Kwabena ni tirimu odin che owuo yesi obi etirimu odin a obi yamu onwuna what there be Kwabena say ye ne ma di agro ye ne ma mpanifo sabi woni oba bi o atimi tini din kra ka say oh we de oba tampa what is ya boni din oba tampa da ko busa bantimafo why you MP da me for politics na mi nye busua ni bibia mfrim maybe oni kokofu chese ni bibia oye bia ye chese akwete se oh area say nipa ye de kwahe ye de kwahe opa akobusa made for no ahwe akrama aduane no mbedie me se opa nyabre na yenko hwe made for no na busa wo kwan ya fa so ma adwene ne ba mu tirim se wo bewia no na oye oto abura penifo se otayem na obi ti baabi ena o defend just because a MPP ena ehun asem beba
what you call me Ghana armed robbers should be bold enough and do their work well.
Delete him by order.
They should do their work well.
Oh, na dear me, yeah.
I'm from Koyama Brofo, so that's a hot number. They should be
any money as them.
Oh, they should do their work well. They should do it.
Obi any money as them. What do I say? Obi any money as them.
This is the first time I Ghana for armed robbers abaso.
Na we credit say armed robbers.
The East Legon one also
come one mom there.
And Nana Mamencha or DB. Yeah, for document no first one mame. This Hamda, right? Hamida Nuhu. Or your presidential staffer. And a presidential staffer.
Assembly Areho Kwabena.
Etimienya $114,000 in a trunk, £3,000, 800 euros, and different currencies, 50,000 Ghana, presidential staffer. Where you there a good trunk more a set ne closet to audio. Yankon accounts mu. Yankon accounts mu. So it's now our presidential staffers no from more pare be dear to Isaac Usumensa Nombasa Hamida Nu on a tosso 20 Miss Hamida Nu 23 presidential and bacho more follow a Facebook no we want see a day a year a blue ink be a share anosa hey they are share anosa Hamda Nu we want see a day a share anosa and she is a presidential staffer sika dani demne listo
kwara me de me nka se pudu onhye but I think it is clear between those of us, the poor and needy, I will society more. Sebi, ye bri mo journey, and sana ye nye bibiedi. Se me ti se street mu, obi a mobile money fobi, yakwa robo omo, obi a obi ye na duma, ni yakwa wia no. Name ya. Oh, but I na am Roberts ne so omo problem pa ya omo tai share ni say we ayi for no abamu nipa no omo security omo fie.
Yeah.
Enu ntine ya na omo suro say security na omo wo omo fie ni ntino. omo worry pa am robbers worry pa no ti ye compile boy am bi mo because any security they wo mu fi on there and ke kwan them. Oh, but you see, on a more serious note, Kwabena, Akufo-Addo has destroyed this country. To the core. It's not as if say it's Kwabena say obi your presidential staffer and yet sabio adwuma enka wosenka ye bone say oh yeah
Debbie at all so how America you know your staff
ene the definition that you get in public about that office say obi ewo ho a oye adwuma wo ho keke no Kwabena a chance nipa no oye amroba woni se Kofi Asante abo ni din obi frɛ me sɛ akwa bi di aka no
yeah
na sa akwa na ɔde kan no me manamo mo fanke kan mo sa
bombti so obi afa bombti $26 million
mo fanke kan mo na mo make sure say sɛ usisi ananse a usisi wo ho no enye de bia na Nyankopɔn be firi soro abeye bibia enti mesran menuanom akronfo a matikuo no ya pa mo chaw kronfo ko fana kronfo ko wi a enye ya enti ye encourage mo se ewom se madwuma no license ni nya maaye na Akufo-Addo de waje ne de dada wa institutionalize ade no na ono se oma obia bi na so no mesrɛ mo mu ba bia mo de bɛkɔ yen na ye nenam ho bachiri ya mu hwihwim bag ne ne omanoma yi ehu hia bag bi okura wo fra moto huo hwinim
obi akoto ade onya se photo series
akra no wafa eti moto fo no kura de o magimi kura chen obia mu nyai sa ade no na the right sources no be encouraged uti news we are e was so who say it's an encouragement to you so you can have a greener pasture somewhere else.
No, listen,
presidential staffers no the list ni nyina Kwabena e was say yes sase ne ebobo na amanfo hu omo yie in society.
Ebi o man ka ho for this ebi o man ka ho for second term. Now listen, boy me na menye sa adwuma we. When it comes to
me pese me ka baby fa your friend say oh sa anti si asemi bae oh say omode odo na no a story bi aba say
yeah
sa contract no Kwabena busa who say at that time na Ibrahim Mutitimu no oje kapre
we di MPP achi o just say
and so kan say akwa Joseph Osewusu Jofu no okogina ba bi say Ibrahim Mahama akowia aban tracks sometimes edu baby o to tedwe ho a akwa ti say o my way na ye abofo ye pabro.
No, but listo wo party no under Akufo-Addo we ni de beye ne bon susumone
sado
because near mama ye no politicians di boni. We can sit here and say NDC ni problem. But the way no ye no it beats.
Oh yeah, boni kura fa adwene.
Oh yeah, boni kura fa. That is my point.
Omo fa obi anwen de say enti say na enka ebi a fa ne say kofo bu man na enti ka MPP obi betima asori da ko say mepe mampani adi. We ya o ma akeka o mo abom ni padui. Kwabena
asema nko.
So asema me hu ena say if you look at it from any angle
it doesn't make sense.
Say me pa many anti-sisi ahun I was saying ko sorry anopa pa o mine chew now there on push can cry no case meaning some more na oni ni kunu no because sa nimdie pa say enti unim Carlos Busa question bi say why cry the two ne for say onko police station call report to my assembly court Kwabena saboni ba otirimu a onya se tu kwan uboni ba otirimu anti na mpanifo si adwe boni ba kura tirimu to
the other two things we are ninya in the same you know now kwasi antwi say Kwabena one of the girls working for Auntie Sisi is 18 and she worked there for over a year, meaning a minister of state was encouraging child labor. Yes, obi should be through Facebook say was it free SHS in team kola ni nyina ko school and kola mo tu nche nyina so ye SHS in kola enti what is it now? David Apomos says how Kumsin's mates work like slaves and it's very disheartening. I have a friend plumber and a tiler who went there to work in her house, and the testimony she brought back was very hurtful. Okay, so then there is one message here. Now, Aziz says Ghanaians were wondering where was all these monies, only for the government to go and borrow, not knowing they have stolen all the monies. Yes, they have stolen it. Said there be a yetiaka say, Omo US cano, must say, Bobie, listo, why, Chasakowa, and Nkola, and Mokasa say, okay, Commander, businesses are collapsing in Kumasi. Not a joke, Commander. We are hit very hard. Yes, you'll be hit. But listen, quick one, help me out here. Say, Obi, Minister resign. Naso ochone resignation letter akoma president. Otimi acknowledge the president as my dear.
Kwabena, there is nothing that happens in this regime in Ansah womu.
Okay, so hold on. Pastor Fatu Amame. Fatu Amame. Medium, you know you understand these kind of things more than I do.
It's supposed to be a formal letter.
And a formal letter
must not have anything informal. What must I say? So you can, for example, end a formal letter with yours lovely or my dear, yours dearest. You can't, because you see it's supposed to have a formal enye wompena na wotro no ena enye wadanfo enti wo de mpena twe ekọ aban mu a oya dai wo de mpena twe ekọ aban mu a wonkra ta tro kra no eye ayi te se wo tro wo mpena
no but me catch the face second one
oh
so, yeah, no, I know why it's no. Oh, second with the red that you found cry. Okay, anyway, that's okay. Because that's the word. On say a dog, yes, a man phone. So with the red that you say, yeah. Obi any boss, no. But therefore, yade, Cecilia Dapa, Abra Dapa, ne resignation letter not to say. And may read it the last paragraph. I hope so listen over.
Yeah.
I'll say, I thank you, my dear Mr. President.
Nothing if you can say on my own. Baby, baby, I yet Bibi say Jesus Christ.
Yes,
and you see
above argument, so I say I thank you, my dear Mr. President, for the honor done to me in giving me the opportunity to serve. What will be said, my dear? No, but listen, just explain it to me.
And you see,
help me out here.
I could for the name Penia. Omuni ho kraba ko kra. Na o hear no response.
I don't control my dear.
Oh, yeah, and my dear no crap per se no. You see, that office is supposed to be a very formal office. You don't have to play or be playful with your letter. Say
with your words.
No, not at all. Your pen should be very formal. Any question you can say, ebia me de adamfofa ana say emplatwe for me office.
Well, but Alaza Bakwa said AEB. Or say Nana dear.
Cha. Oh, and manner what point to money no. If you read from a background very close,
maybe I say and I see.
Oh, I quite to say young conquer chimpna wa bam.
No, but then about Sicilia the prayer team say on you my dear.
Ni dear no nankonka. Ade a wo ka Akufo-Addo ni tiri kakraka no e tiri bonko any my dear no.
So obi bu say
onu na wo hu say
is Auntie Becky aware? I don't know whether my mom is mom is aware.
Or the Becky here then. Nko bu say is lo usu so the Becky here then. Onu eja obi kan e enu hu abufuo kranti na o de be chi wi.
Se my dey.
Ah.
Se my
radio so awo ye me read them penasem pa onu fi se wuhuru no. Onu mu ye fani nko bi.
Okay. So Francis Ajay me dofopa nana die.
O kan twi a me dofopa o mampani me dawase me dofopa o mampani Akufo-Addo.
But somebody is telling me say Akufo-Addo so use my dear in his response. Is it true?
I'm looking for I mean
they should just help us. Because I'm not critical. Alaji Tanko, what's sending me message? And I'm become proceed. No, I bet you. Okay, my dear. Alaj. Okay, my dear.
Akufo-Addo dear no.
No, but
you're sincerely okay. I don't. I wish you the very best in
maybe Mudin Tragu Nana dear so.
Nana dear.
Nana dear. Mudin Tragu Nana dear so. Moboa.
And no dear, or no dear no, a former or see dear Cecilia.
Me.
I know the end.
Say I need to start with.
But on only dear no, the tonation of the dear no, and yet yay dear Cecilia. There be dear Cecilia. My
Robert,
dear
Robert,
Cecilia.
what is the difference between dear Cecilia and dear?
Say dear no, with affection.
Me dofopa.
Okay,
so don't you say, sir, dear, we are okay, friend. Dear na HP presidency.
Oh, Baba, Kabra, Akufo-Addo a good presidency in the say.
Okay, Kwabena say, my sweetheart, Mr. Dear President. Okay, so we have my dear becomes too personal as in relationship. Okay, so that is the point. But interestingly, karma has a way of dealing with us.
It's like a boomerang.
And hey.
Mampeni pa. Na baby I let him.
Okay, so yango tie aslowusu. Time wa Vikiama issue no buy no. Yantie aslowusu.
Finally, about you're not taking lightly talk about making money. Do you think that there's a need to investigate that? You think that's necessary to do? Okay. Finally, about you're not taking lightly talk about making money. Do you think that there's a need to investigate that? You think that's necessary to do?
Absolutely. I think that for starters, and I've said that in another way, we need to start with a lifestyle audit. We need to start with a lifestyle audit of our people in positions of authority. You heard President Mills saying that if SEPS officials are able to build a house in 3 years, then it means they're corrupt. What about government officials, whose only official source of income is their salary, acquiring property in 3-4 years? Isn't that worth investigating?
But the thing that Professor Mills spoke about, and God bless his soul, we know them, we just play ostrich, don't we?
That is why I'm saying that we shouldn't just pay lip service to it and say things that we want people to hear. But we should move beyond that and start with a lifestyle audit of our people in positions of authority.
Okay. Finally, about your not taking lightly talk about making money. Do you think that there's a need to investigate that? You think that's necessary?
Absolutely. I think that for starters, and I've said that in another voice, we need to start with a lifestyle audit. We need to start with a lifestyle audit of our people in positions of authority. You heard President Mills saying that if SEPS officials are able to build a house in 3 years, then it means they're corrupt. What about government officials, whose only official source of income is their salary, acquiring property in 3-4 years? Isn't that worth investigating?
But the thing that Professor Mills spoke about, and God bless his soul, we know them, we just play ostrich, don't we?
That is why I'm saying that we shouldn't just pay lip service to it and say things that we want people to hear.
This is a slow su. And a slow su say and Kenya life audit.
Yes.
Sir, and this is a slow su. A slow su nam. And your friend say, salam down. I saw her. We shen and pabwa be nene who be. I was slow su and the who no. It's like your pyramid house. They come there as communicators. Me who was a slow su. I saw her. Ni mo acham yenu sa no. They say what me I ko Jim kakra. Na say me who one girls ni bi wo tokro bi mu. Ya omo no komiso me ko bi. Me bosumu o sa no ne girls yi. Na me say mu de mu wi mu o just say the support. Mu wi this is the support say mu funu. Asa na mo hoto mo. Mu wi mu awu. Oba wi mi.
Hey, akori mi.
Waji ajuare. So na asla timi asinese.
Ya sebo.
Ade sa ayi ayi no mdi Brazil wo mo se no. Ab ebi enhoma no
braces.
Ya no ne bo den pa.
Yeah.
Asoso ne sinum. But proud to a year 2016 17 mo ba ba mu no. Na ne sine esisi so gangan sa. Say watimi asosom ayire no. Amen ne sine aye stay. So about stay da. Yeah. Stay da ujina ho. Ha ne sino ejina ho. And I say watimi aye gold ayi was special no aye sebo gold you know. ABC ne space na aha.
Yeah.
So who do
yeah.
One way Essink yenya life audit. And anyway, let me leave it for you. Mr. Bobie be town to you hono.
You will tro SMB me de papa. Matthew Sempa Chinson yimu mienu. Na me charity a o se susukru a odi besusuo no. O se emamumu aten na wayi maten. Na susukru a mudi besusuo no. Eno na odi besusuo amamu. Enti se me de ono ani kru a odi susu ma Vicky no. Susu ene asem a abayi a. Na che se OSP adwuma no akoso ma inki kom papa. Kwabena, a lot of people don't know say OSP no ne act no or the ebo Office of the Special Prosecutor ne ho bra no e wo mu say ye betime kra ba investigate your sources of wealth enti no megusua na me ye krata bi but mate say OSP na start adwuma. Maybe I will still have to do it because I think say it will get them to have the appetizer. Say also more investigate because it's a public interest story. Enti mejina the existing ways of a friend is saying esloususo. I can say it was so omoye that audit no life audit of Ansah,
including her.
Yes, any onwemu because they say in Eslousu, she cannot say she doesn't have that money. She's got more than that money.
Plenty.
As far as I know, and your man, my friends and my swatine, the many who near Miminim se air coso in her office. No, I think she has got more than that. And I would expect, say, OSP. Because no OSP they say no Kwabena ade ba ko we say nyina so as o man no ye boa no ene say oh Ghana for pay enoma bi a ye didi agro. For example Matiami Dubai no na amanfo feel say Matiami du pekasa na Matiami du ba be chi NDC for Matiami du ba be ye say ntino afemi hu say NDC for no bi krampo no madwa Matiami du. I think say moving forward no obi a wokoche kromfo de yen yesika na ayira. Say Kwabena say obi pai July. So we dare cry sometimes
but I think the approach because obi say Matiamidu. You ask ne obe take office ne comment about JM.
Oh yeah.
Ne comment even when ne ayarga issue to the extent say ye papemia issue be.
Yes.
And so sometimes the public we should also accept the public they are not just dumb.
They are not. But the most important
who take you officer?
Yes.
Your body language. Why? Dom level. One take you office.
He did.
Obi can say dom level be movie.
No.
Aha. So
but Kwabena, my point is some things are more important than others. Let me tell you why. Matiami du nyoma odi ye John Mahama no. I've always given people the reason say we should just allow for time to take that role no to judge. Because you see, ene Matiamidu, when we kwasi away.
Yo, we have.
I'm saying
food soldiers or to be Kotomra.
Yes,
the whole kind you are talking about top people, but the food soldier no one yet say
Obia. I don't want to believe say
no. And yes, me categorize it, but a real.
It's not.
Fine.
The point is
full soldier te say waka say tia John Mahama on trying ka say woman who 1 year no abaduaten you won't wait.
No, but I'm not saying they shouldn't.
That is the
but
point.
That so there is something more important than
in the mention say full soldier te say waka say tia John Mahama.
Yes.
Onia da jo kwhwe what is important because to him John Mahama is the ish.
Yes.
He is
and not to him cry.
So that person no on try one train say or train say emret mamenhwe na men calculate niema one no ye say eya na say na de na important. The moment you go after John Mahama na said say you also will come fighting.
That's true. But me so me can say even as we do that no, there is something that is more important in our lives, sir. I will say you attended to as a people. For example, where Kwabena unim say ye kan hu bi Ghana for ye kan hu bi na ema obi be lord ne ho over us edi bonetia among Ghana because we don't know what ye to me no cry no ye betimi di aye enunti no for example samami Cecilia semi aye ken obi kura nim say ye betimi citizens arrest obi nim say ye betimi ye nyina ye akeka ye hu abom say ye pese ye nyina ye ko minister bia fie ekohwe de wo ho ye betimi aye awu hia because Kwabena se me susu say obi ye kromfo a metimi akochi no metimi citizens arrest it is se me susu say minister bi ye kromfo a metimi akochi no e na come police say police investigate no me nye bone and people must know themselves. We must know our power and our rights. Say who sa nyoma na Kwabena obi mfa to me and new so.
Anyway, listen.
And you know, mommy am more special prosecutor no. Na yen tanachi. Oh, na yen nyai say and oba ya che and onye hwe. E de na wa ya aboa no. Mommy am one no ntimi nya adwuma no. No nche akrofo no. Ono so krampo no so ye krofo yam wano no ono anche no.
Tabia ba center se menka kire Ghana for say ode ye tabia heba mesha na tabia heba capsules na ba. Uni free shedi mo twem fa sanka. Na wose tabia heba mesha no yi nkonwa ho nam ye wo ya wanu ato. Mesra na onum bi. Omamu heba shops o kanshi drug lane ubenya bi. Heart Builders Real Estate there mabon mo dawura. Yo mo wini ene no mo miensa mo mfa o ya fra mo amomfa aha Heart Builders Real Estate was been country Ghana for nyina say asem de ye asasun dwumadi a say de aba Sahels Ningo Pram Chopoli was it 20,000 K net da hopam utua tena wa share your dwuma se bosumi nsia wa spread the amount tuane kakrakra umpe we na apede omutwa eye bricks blocks and afin so polytanks dwumadi plumbing materials upe bia na adwani akiro from 024 166 5200 on sabetimi account maka eye givers heba center wasem e de akire mo wo mo ya de se wo mo na de ni GC capsules aba ni GC mixture nie ni power capsules nie co capsules heba mesha abuso wase GC capsules ne de eye adutwam ai yase yan kankire Ghana fo ana power capsules no emema de eno no co capsules etu kwase constipation yemu atima maman ai afa de heba mesha do de wase say ye no na woman ice givers ice water drinking water woman dia ba FDA for agia tumu oh nanka ana information otra aja
hello
eh ya see a farmer abom CMG achade
good pa almost somebody music kakra
over the say
but yes yeah endorse be about we just senior omodi
and who cause we atwa ade be bom no wo dem funyan kasa me dem funyan anyumre wani age obi age bi me da se
me person me share one kasanti I don't know whether you can text me your number
Mate, okay. Me that's it. All right, Greenfield Scientific Bar Clinic, Simin Kanche Ghana for say bright soldier capsules and here bright garlic plus capsules on the aba. Eclipse Collateral Angel Investor. Mesua Biajuma, within 1 to 3 years. Unhuso, Abadadwa, Obuafo Aba, Obuafo ne Eclipse Collateral Angel Investor. I Yanko a year Kesman FM front decks. Yanko Peke a year forms from 0266 999-020. Top Choco. Aye, a yanumbi. A year top choco chocolate spread and a top choco chocolate drink 3-in-1. Yanuna said, yeah, Ghana Fajia Tum Papa. Quick Credit and Investment Microcredit Limited. Wamugubusia bonoso. Wamunya yakura. A man for Munshim. And I say, Koma Kwakwasa for Jay. And I'm in your list of Nana Kusipoki. Thank you so much. Your friend Bobie Ansah. Accra News at 6. Nyami Adama Ochna. Ejemu.